What's up, everyone? This is MiGTOW in the wind, Double I, and Yam Shanky. Basically, we're going to do forum. We're waiting for a couple more people if they want to join. I sent a couple emails out. I sent a couple links out to a couple people. Said we're waiting for them to show up too. I think I sent one to Troy the Man, and I sent one to. I forgot to say one to Duzang. He might be busy right now, but yeah. Apparently can't find McSauce because apparently he deleted his account. And I sent the text message to Psychesoap. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Dino couldn't make it, so yeah.
Good, yeah. I'm excited to see if anybody comes into the chat. Maybe if they want to, we could post a link in there if they want to come on. There's a lot of smaller YouTubers that I want or that I am hoping that watch this show, like if they want, forum is like a good place for them to be like introduced and things like that, because
that's kind of links in Discord too. Now that I think about it, but I'm putting it in the chat anyway.
Mm-hmm. Good, yeah, good, and yeah, like one of the topics that I kind of wanted to start out with was like talking about a few live streams and stuff that I've been looking at and following. And then maybe if you guys have anything to add, we can maybe go from there. How's that sound?
Okay.
I got free that time.
Good. So the first one that I wanted to talk about was Menace Thinks. He posted a live stream about losing interest in the manosphere and particularly the dramasphere. Did anyone else see that one?
Yeah. The dramasphere?
If not, I can give a quick synopsis.
I mean, I didn't see it, but I can see why I said it. I didn't see that video, but I could see why I said it.
Yeah, I mean,
because there's nothing but drama. I mean, all these people are like they have a hormone replacement or some shit.
Shit. Yeah, that's kind of what it is.
It's like
it's not really normative to the manosphere in general, and it kind of makes you realize that it's not, or it's new people coming in and doing this, and we're all for, like what I was just saying when we started. I'm all for new people coming in, but it's like you kind of have to be vetted properly. And just like with any other platform, I think YouTube is just a place where people congregate. Right. And the
what's up, MiGTOW Thread? How you doing?
But what I'm trying to say is, like, you've got so many beefs going on. We might as well basically just open up our own. We might as well just call this a barbecue sphere. You know. That's exactly what it is. We might as well call it the barbecue sphere, because
you're right.
Whenever one beef gets settled, 9 more pop up. They're like freaking. They breed like rabbits. I've never seen cows breed like rabbits in my life.
You know the funny thing about it is I actually don't have any beef. I just do stuff just to do stuff because it sounded fun to me.
I think it's about 30 ago. I was looking at one of Underground Elite's streams, and he was talking about his ability to excite people and to make them flip shit. And I think that's like a character trait that a lot of men going their own way have in common.
I actually don't have that trait.
Me, I just what I do is, like, I give them a logical understanding. I try to be as logical as possible. Although I am blunt when I say it. What the fuck is going on?
You got a visitor.
I hope not. Fuck. This person's the dog's overreacting.
I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, fuck off.
Oh, goodness.
And it's like it all depends on what your motivations are, because there's people who have been right, I guess, who haven't changed since the beginning of their content, and then there's other people who basically, wherever the wind blows, they kind of their content is reflective in their content. Like however the drama sphere manipulates them, you can tell that they're easily swayed. And I think it comes from that need for approval, and the whole liking system, the whole like, favorite, comment, and subscribe system that we have, and then our motivations kind of change based on like the feedback that we get from like this kind of this social media.
Well, the thing is, that's all. I mean, basically, look at them. Look at the.
And this is going to be a dissect heavy forum, so just be forewarned that this is what we're going to be doing for the most part.
We have too many extremes. We have one over here. We have a cool, calm, and collected, logical thinking. Over here we got people just basically making fun of each other, trying to tear each other's down.
Hey, what you trying to say about my videos when I picked on you?
Well, that was in good fun.
Okay.
That was a good fun.
I got you.
Making fun of people that they don't know,
right?
As opposed to making fun of people that have been in a specific group for years, like years and years and years. And then now we have people who just joined who like think that it's funny to clown somebody, and they think that also makes them a part of the group because anybody can come to YouTube and crack jokes on people.
Right. And it's not what it, and that's what's going to cause the YouTube algorithm to continue to shadow ban us.
True story.
Yeah, because I don't have any problem with the YouTube algorithm. I want to work with the YouTube algorithm, but the problem is that like people don't understand what it's there for. It's not there. Of course, like we could have a completely different forum about the algorithm and censorship, but what the algorithm's there for is to streamline the communication process between creator, user, and subscriber, and like create a form of communication that makes it so that the content creators can have an easier way of making content. Because like I think we've always been saying that the creators and the subscribers feed off one another, and we're representative of one another. Right. And then you have random people coming in trying to put their input in and troll the stream and troll the comment section, and that actually disrupts the flow of communication, and then we all suffer for it because then we start feeling like we need to add into the gossip, and then our channels get flagged, our comment sections get shadow banned, and then we get blamed. Like somebody's like, "Wow, you banned my comment." Yeah, right. And it's not us. It's the way that that people feed into the drama sphere, and then it's the way that the algorithm tries to account for that and retcon all of the material, because all this material is pretty much like free to use, and so it needs to be regulated somehow.
Yeah, because something I've always noticed something you'll notice about my channel is I never strike comments personally. I have wrenches that may, but I never strike comments personally. And usually every Sunday or Saturday, I'll have one of my children run in there and basically clear everybody out of YouTube jail for the most part. That's pretty much been wrenched out in my comment section. One thing I do because I notice a lot of people complain about me not their comment not showing up, and I deleted their comment. I don't delete your comment. You probably got shadow banned due to something you said in your comment, and that's fine and okay. But at the time, I'm not able to actually go into the YouTube for anything that they flag for a good period of time. I think it's I think it's anywhere between 3 to 8 weeks before they let me actually go in and actually release your comments. Or they'll actually let me see it. So like, it's one of those things under investigation, but they don't put it in under investigation right away. They make you wait so you can actually go under investigation and actually free them up basically. And that's what I do every week is free up comments that happen to go in there, which really sucks. I'm actually I'm tired of this general, freeing people from jail so bad, I get my children to do it for the most part because I got tired of doing it every Sunday.
And when you think about it too, Tico, it's like kind of like a conflict of interest too, because as a creator, I shouldn't be responsible for policing my comment section. My comment section should be open to the public. But I think it's just, like I said, it's just a huge conflict where you're trying to figure out how to be fair and balanced, but you have people who don't really know, who don't have any context coming to the channel and then just posting a lot of hateful stuff. Or stuff that is just basically them trying to get attention, and I think the algorithm does a good job of eliminating those people.
Yeah, the algorithm does, and the sad part about that, they don't get mad at me. You deleted my comment, bro. No, I didn't. I don't delete comments. I don't delete comments in the least bit, and that's been always one of the things that I always pride myself on. Because things you'll notice about my channel is when I do videos where I'm in front of the camera, I don't edit none of my videos where I'm in front of the camera. You get me from start. From the time I hit the go button to the time I hit the finish button, zero editing,
Yeah.
and that's something that people tend to miss or don't really seem to understand or don't seem to get, because it's just me from start, me to finish. Because like when I first started my channel, I pride myself on raw, real, and uncut.
Yeah, I mean,
so whenever I do a video of me sitting in front of a camera, it's going to be raw, real, and uncut. That means there ain't gonna be no editing, there ain't gonna be no fancy titling, there ain't gonna be no fancy words in there. It's just gonna be me from start to finish. That's it. I don't do that fancy shit basically when I'm sitting in front of the camera. It's just me being raw in front of the camera.
Right.
Yeah.
Only thing extra you'll get from me will probably be like a thumbnail and an intro. That'll be it. Other than that, I don't edit none of my videos in the middle.
And as just like an aside, there are people who are actually skilled at roasting, who are getting saturated, like the YouTube's getting saturated with people trying to roast people, and I just say leave that stuff to the professionals. Leave that stuff to people who actually do it as a form of content, and don't try to take the law into your own hands, for lack of a better term.
My favorite, I would say honestly, I would say the best roaster in MiGTOW right now, I'm gonna have to give it to Freaky Jersey Tales. Because he's the only person I know that can roast somebody and have his whole entire channel and or a video took down in a matter of seconds or minutes.
Yeah.
Only person I know that can do that in a matter of minutes or seconds. Because I remember the one time I gave him my channel the one time to basically post a roast video, and it was taken down in all of what I barely got to finish the video before it was actually gone. Before I was sharing it, and the video was gone. It was like the funniest roast I've ever seen in my life. And they took it down and before it was even up, like damn near while it was even up, and it was like it sucked so badly. It was down and out, and I had to basically go do the whole entire fight the flagging system thing. But other than that, yeah, he's probably the best roaster in MiGTOW right now that can pull that shit off. Like he'll get a flag ASAP. Whereas everybody else will get a flag maybe 2, 3 after 1,000 views, after 400,000 views, after a couple thousand views, after a couple hundred views. He actually gets flagged in a matter of like 2, 3 views. That's how bad it is. That's how good he is at doing it.
Yeah, that's true skill. I mean, to be honest, I kind of have to bow down to certain people in the manosphere just because they're professionals. Like I said, they're like Tico said, they're paid hitman. In terms of their ability to just take people out and protect one another in the tight little collective. And it's funny to see people try to get on that level because they can't really match it, and it's just kind of the way that you'll see like the troll handlers like pest control come out. It kind of helps the people who are trying to troll mature a little bit and say, maybe this job isn't for me, maybe I should just stick to my day job, which is it's really what it is. And like I kind of come to appreciate it, even though I came to the manosphere looking for a place where everyone's very friendly. I also, you can have that friendliness, and then on the other edge of the sword is a saying like, "Don't mess with us," kind of like Psychesoap says, "We're all one brotherhood." And I don't know. I don't know what the motivations of a person who wouldn't be seeking that coming to the manosphere is. That's like, not looking for attention, who claims to not being looking for attention and claims to be helping people. I definitely am. I'm very skeptical of that statement.
Yeah.
And I think there's such thing as a healthy amount of skepticism, and then there's being too skeptical where you're like questioning people on 10% of the information without context and without knowledge of what's been said in the past, which I think is another issue that we can maybe dissect a little bit.
To answer your question, you basically have to go into you have to go, I think it's the community page where you basically go and look at all your comments and stuff like that. You basically go and look at all your comments, and you'll see the ones that are shown, the ones that are not shown, and the ones that are I think it's shown, banned, or under review or some shit like that. But you go to the ones that are under review, and you basically go and you basically click approve basically on all those comments, or you can pick fucking flag it for the most part. But I go into that every 3 to 8 weeks, and I basically clear out all the comments that made it into that and make them visible again. Yeah, and like you were saying, after 3 to 8 weeks, it's pretty much pointless at that point in time. But hey, that's the time frame that they usually get them to me, so I take advantage of that time frame whenever I can. It's kind of like how I always say when I tell people on the live stream, you can't say certain things until like an hour 20 or 45 minutes in or something along the lines of that. It's basically because I pay attention to the algorithm and I pay attention to how it works. Because I've been in live streams that got totally bombed by YouTube because they said crazy shit. And I usually sit there and I pay attention to how long it takes for them to stop listening for the most part, if you know what I mean. So I actually pay attention to this shit and actually listen and pay attention and watch what people are saying and the time and how long the live stream's been up, and I basically know how long the algorithm or a person from YouTube is actually listening in for the most part based on that. That's why I usually say about an hour 20 minutes in is the safe zone, but I usually give it like an hour 40.
There's a reason we're in security.
Yeah, because I pay attention to shit like that, unfortunately. Another thing that a person that I want to give props to that's actually on the opposite side of the playing field, because I was talking to people about this back behind the scenes. Because I was laughing. I go, well, it's funny how a woman actually acts much more tough than a lot of the other trolls, and she acts more like a man she actually acts more like a man and more masculine than the rest of the trolls that troll the MiGTOW Red Pill Manosphere. And I'm not gonna say any names on who, but basically it's funny how a woman actually has more gumption and more. I actually respect her more than I respect the men who actually come at us for the most part, because she actually has the tenacity of a man. She has the stick-to-itiveness of a man, and it's just shit like that for the most part.
Yep.
And I actually have respect for her for doing it. I'm not going to say her name because I don't want to give her too many props. I don't want to make her head big, but she actually has. To me, I actually respect her more than any of the other men that come at us for the most part. The Red Pill, or the Manosphere at large for the most part. I actually respect her more than the men. And it's just facts. She actually conducts herself in a way that's actually more professional and more, in a sense, more regal, more
effective.
And it's very effective for the most part. Whereas the rest of them, they're just floundering like fish.
Right, and it's like
they don't know why they're here. They claim that they're fighting some battle, but it always passes. It's a MacGuffin, it's a red herring, and it's all just to get attention at the end of the day.
Yeah,
if you look at anybody,
I actually give her more, despite the fact that she's on an opposing team. I actually give her more respect than I give any other man on the opposing team, because she's at least somewhat
childish.
No, she's not even childish. She actually acts like an adult more than the men do that come at us.
Right. She's at least disrespectful.
No, she actually acts more like a man than the men do. Or you're not paying attention to this. MiGTOW the win.
Oh, man, wake the fuck up. I mean,
she actually earns my respect for that reason. Whereas the rest of them is like, oh, fuck the rest of them. They're all nothing but trash. My children can do better than them. My 6-year-old can do better than them.
What it is what she does is it's effective, and it's effective at getting in people's heads.
Mm-hmm. I will give her that, definitely.
And it's like effective at pissing people off. You know?
Yeah, it's very calculated.
Yes, it's highly calculated. You know? It's very calculated. And it's like you have to be careful on how you engage this person. You know? Very careful. You don't want to give her too much information. You don't want to give her too much. What's the word? Too much to gauge you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Basically, she'll talk the number off of a phone book.
She'll talk the number off of a phone book. Really, that's what you go with.
Okay, a better analogy. She'll talk a phone number out of a dictionary.
Psychesoap in the house.
She'll talk a phone number out of the dictionary. You know,
no matter where I'm at.
You know, I'm with you, boy.
Yeah.
Hey, did you get that mental soap for me? I need the mental soap.
Oh man, making it and burning the fat and
brain
trying to get it to the right shit. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna need some fucking mental soap pretty soon.
Like Psycho, what was your motivation for coming to Manosphere? And what's your opinion? Is it synonymous? Is going to the Manosphere synonymous with becoming like red pilled or going MiGTOW, or how does it break down in the mind of Psychesoap?
To your first question, men out there. To your second question, yeah, I just got to be the O in my acronym. That's it, man. My own way.
True. My own way. Exactly. Yeah, I like that. I like that answer. I'm satisfied with that.
Yeah,
I don't know how I got to here, but it was a lot of self searching. It wasn't like I was interested in the people. It's kind of like the people were just a messenger for the information I was looking for, and then I needed something to listen to while I was doing my job, because I work very hard, and that's kind of how it played out. Then all of a sudden, I didn't even realize why. I didn't even know how to use Discord. Then I learned Discord's a huge part of the Manosphere, and it's kind of been history ever since. Like just learning and everything that I've learned as a part of the Manosphere, I take it in context. Like I really only ask people on the Manosphere something as if it pertains to them. I'll never ask them for any other personal information aside from that, because we're really all our individual persons at the end of the day.
Right.
And a thing that people fail to realize about me when it comes to the Manosphere is I've actually been in the Manosphere a lot longer than a lot of the English-speaking content creators, because like I was saying before, I actually came from the Spanish-speaking Manosphere. So I've been around for almost as long as Sandman, for the most part, in the Spanish-speaking Manosphere, which I actually love and actually go back to all the time. Every now and then, I actually go back quite often to even remotely get in podcasts and live streams with them also as well. But I'm always there and always participate in the Spanish Manosphere where I come from, because I never believe in forgetting where you come from for the most part. So I've been actually around a lot longer than a lot of these English speaking Manosphere people, because I've been doing it in Spanish for so long. I decided to get into the English speaking sphere about almost 2 years ago, give or take. Mm-hmm. So yeah, but I'm still doing the Spanish thing and I'm still doing the English thing. So I'm doing both channels. And what a lot of people don't realize is you can't follow somebody who you precede for the most part. You cannot follow somebody who you preceded, because that's almost damn near impossible. Because like I was saying in one of the last streams, I remember when Sandman actually mentioned my Spanish channel, said my Spanish channel name out loud, and I didn't even send him a donation or anything. So that was like much love and respect to me when he actually did that shit. That shit caught me off guard. Like, holy shit, that nigga noticed me. Holy shit. So it's one of them things where it's like, it was shocking to me for the fact that he actually mentioned my name. What's up, Shinobi Wan? It was shocking to me that he actually mentioned my name and I didn't send him a donation. So that was like much respect for me. I have much respect for Sandman since then because I didn't give him no donation. He literally did it out of the kindness of his heart and without no money being exchanging hands or, no money being donated to him. So like I have mad respect for Sandman in that message for that reason because he gave my Spanish channel a shout out. I was like, holy shit. But yeah, it was like one of them things where it's like, yeah, I actually respect him for that. And so like, I'll always say, if I'm going to give anybody the nod, I'm gonna give Sandman the nod before I give anybody else the nod because he's the one that actually showed me respect first, without money changing hands. And I would say the second person that actually gave me a nod would probably be in the English speaking manosphere. I would have to give it to probably Arpaz or I would probably have to give it to either Arpaz or Mr. Forma would be the second one. But yeah, it's just shit like that that just blows my mind and just makes it like so real when it happens.
Well, man,
it's all real. It's all real.
But man, like what?
That's right, man. MiGTOW Thread did make a comment about barbecue a while ago. I was kind of fixated on that.
Yeah, right. I had to go back to that, like barbecue. Somebody say barbecue
to the Roni boy because
somebody say barbecue.
Everything.
Lonely underscore man. I think you're wrong about that. I think the manosphere is growing very large.
No, the manosphere is not as big as the manosphere. He's right about the manosphere not being that big. But the thing is, though, I would say he's probably wrong about the criticizing of it because it is small, and they're still out there. They'd be equivalent to like an outcast group for the most part.
For attention.
Well, because they do it for attention too, and they do it. And they put the title in there. They put the title in their name for attention for the most part. When it all comes down to it.
People who make the people. You're talking about the people who make the videos. In order to post it. Because that's the thing. I had to change all the titles of my videos because I realized like why am I even putting the certain things in the title card? I actually took the time to reflect on that, and I was like, wait, but it's kind of like I had to meet certain people in order to realize that the whole MiGTOW thing had a different definition than what I was attributing to it. Yeah, and that's part of the whole process, I think, to the whole the making content.
Like a good example of putting something in your title is I actually put MiGTOW in my titles because it's for men like that for the most part. And usually I'll fall on either one or two titles when it comes down to it. I'll either fall on MiGTOW or I'll fall on SYSBM, and it depends on the context. It depends on the context of my video. If it's a travel video, I'll usually put SYSBM in it. If it's like, betterment of men or in bettering yourself, it usually is a toss-up between SYSBM or MiGTOW for the most part. That's typically how it works.
Doing something like that. And when you do something like that, my man, what you're doing is that, it's for a specific group, but that doesn't mean that other men cannot learn from it.
Cannot use it.
Yeah. Yeah, because basically I'm opening the doors for more people to walk in the door for the most part at that point. And sometimes you'll see titles. Sometimes you'll see my titles, and they'll have like SYSBM and MiGTOW in the title for the most part. But like if you ever looked at my titles, they usually stay under 40 caricatures for the most part. So I do all that in 40 characters. So if it goes over 40 characters, it's fuck it, basically. Going back to the drawing board. Because all my titles are literally under 40 characters. They usually range anywhere between 20, I would say about anywhere between 20 to 30, 39.
Yeah, I've noticed that your things are pretty long, or your titles are pretty long. Like I had a hard time trying to figure out what to title my video, so I kind of went with something more.
My titles aren't long; they're short.
This ain't no pink cookies in a plastic bag getting crushed by buildings. Big ass fucking title to name your whole thing, right?
I usually keep it short and esoteric for the most part.
But well, what got me into the manosphere? Well, we passed that one.
No, we're still on it. Go ahead.
What got me into the manosphere is like I was overseas in Jordan. I mean, like I had got out the Marine Corps in 2013 and went straight to the National Guard as kind of a buffer to trying to wean me off of that fucking fucking tit, to kind of give me some sort of a buffer zone so that I can somehow get my bearings straight, because going from active duty back to civilian, it will whoop your ass. Even though I had experience working as a civilian, it's still going to whoop your ass. So
different battle in combat?
No. Luckily, I wasn't ever in combat. I'll consider it as a blessing. But if it is what it is, I'll still sleep well at night. And what was is like the last couple months of me being in the Marine Corps. I was kind of blue pill, purple pill type thing. So I got red pilled kind of without knowing it. But this chick so as I said, there's some things you don't ever call a Marine, and one of them is a liar. You know. And it's basically, which brings up a video that I might make later on. The stupid shit some women play. When you call a Marine a liar, expect them to try to find out what the hell they did to try to fix it or fight. And the majority of the military is blue pilled.
Oh right,
The majority of the military is blue pilled, from boot camp to fucking DD-214. They're fucking blue pilled.
Shit.
99% of them.
So after this chick that was looking for an excuse to leave on negative terms, literally made me feel that the prized possession of a Marine for him was tarnished, which would be an Eagle Global Anchor. After feeling that freaking Eagle Global Anchor was tarnished, and wondering what the hell I did, racking my brain, after I got out, 14, 15, 16, 13, 14, 15, 3 years in the National Guard, I got my first deployment, I think like 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, about 3 years. I went to the 16 and 17 deployment. I've been up there racking my fucking brains trying to find out what the fuck did I did for one of those 3 years. The other two, I just basically kind of moved on, and literally took hookup after hookup of the leftover bottom of the barrel, and you know what? They fucked it up. They fucked it up. I didn't cheat. I was loyal. But after a while, you begin to find a pattern to where you expect to see them fuck it up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like I said, the first one out the Marine Corps was 5 months pregnant, and I'm like, you know what? I'll bite for a little while. And it turns out she was still talking to the baby's daddy. Fuck that. But I wanted to make sure that she made the fucking first mistake. She made the second and the third mistake, which she did. Which she did.
Hey, so long as you don't make the last mistake, brother. Keep going.
Yeah.
I don't ever make those mistakes. I let them do it.
To answer your question, lonely _ about the difference between the red pill and the purple pill. Me personally, because I'm from the Spanish Manosphere, I really don't acknowledge purple pill, nor do we believe in a purple pill. So I'll let everybody else on the panel answer that question.
I'll give you after I'm done.
So
I'll get you after I'm done.
You go.
Like I like she'll talk with her baby daddy.
I'm gonna wait my turn. I'm gonna wait my turn, brother.
Yeah, you're on the phone with your baby daddy in my fucking vehicle. All right, that's mistake number 2. But the third mistake was trying to call me over to come pay a visit. Like, look, my vehicle ain't got no gas. So I basically coast over there, literally run out of gas. Luckily, there's a gas station, fill up my tank, get over there, and she's up there cursing me. Her and her sister's up there cursing me out. Like, and she says something that strikes the chord with me. That's why I hate active duty military.
Whoa.
And basically, that was mistake number 3. Just like you don't make fun of my brothers in the manosphere, you don't fuck poke with brothers in the manosphere, you don't poke my brothers in the military. My brothers and sisters in the military. Now, some of the sisters ain't nothing but trash, but they're still my sister.
Trash, but you're still my sister. Nice.
Sure enough.
But it's like,
right?
It's like I said, that was a mistake. That was the final mistake. And basically, the look on both of their faces when she said that was like, oh shit. Because I put it in one word. It's called dumbfounded. That's it. This is how I handled it. Like, you know what? You're right. I'm gonna fix that. I'll fix it. Don't worry about it. I saw her one more time, and that's because my brother was trying to keep me somehow. This is like, okay, you gotta go to T-Mobile you gotta go to the T-Store to pay your phone bill. Okay, I'm saying you need to. I said, I'll fight. So I said, I call up. You need a ride somewhere? Oh, you need a ride from that business building. What's that building down? Oh, damn, I forgot the name of that building. It's on. Fuck, I need to go home to visit. It's the place where the welfare office is.
I have no clue. Only been to the city county building. I've been to the courthouse, and I've been to the city county building, the courthouse, and the what's it called? The building with the sheriff's cells in it.
Right, the courthouse. But I know it's by, I think it's by Smithfield. William Penn. Smithfield, William Penn. Anyway,
I don't know where that is.
Well,
I have an idea if I probably walk past it, but I don't know where that is.
Yeah, but I
believe you though.
But like my brother got in the bag. This is after he got a surgery for being stabbed, you know. And like she gets to the front, and like I bet how's things going. So she's on her best fucking behavior. Because she knows my brother's in the back.
You know what I found out MiGTOW on the win?
Word, okay.
Behavior. She's on her best fucking behavior.
You know what I found out MiGTOW about MiGTOW on the win? I just found out like a couple months ago that the Penn Dot Center downtown Pittsburgh wasn't always there. It was apparently a Duquesne Light or something like that.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't even know that. I thought that was always there.
Well, it was a Duquesne Light, the Duquesne Light building.
I found that out the other day. I'm like, holy shit! Like,
yeah.
the fuck?
I always see that name everywhere, but I don't know what it is.
Right.
It's a power company. I think they do gas and they do power, and they're basically a power company. They do all the above for the most part.
But would you like to know the conclusion for
must be why they're everywhere?
Yeah. What is the conclusion?
I'm serious.
What's going,
so we can answer. So y'all can answer Lonely Underscore's question.
So basically,
where's it going?
I walked to
like they always want to ask us, right? Right, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
My brother told me, why don't you walk to the door? Walk to the door. He says, why don't you come and meet my family? I basically went and we met a family. Nothing but chicks.
Oh.
I got to the front door and says, yeah, I'm like, oh, pleasure to meet you, pleasure to meet you, pleasure to meet you. A whole bunch of chicks. And I'm pretty sure the dudes were sitting in the back. Look, I got to get my brother, get him in the front seat because he was stabbed after surgery. A few months later, saw her smoking a cigarette. She finally dropped that bastard.
Uh-huh.
And then the next one, same thing, same process. The last one was the last fuck up. But I guess we'll go for the purple pill. The difference for the purple pill.
Difference between purple pill and red pill. Go.
Now, the difference between purple pill, you have to understand blue pill. You have to understand blue pill and red pill. Now, take random spots between red and blue, random sections where they pick and choose what they want and put them in that column. Like they're better way to explain is they're fucking just waking up and they just barely open their fucking eyes. And anytime if they don't like what they see, they want to close their fucking eyes, but knowing that they can't unsee this shit.
Yeah, they don't want to accept reality.
They're in denial. They don't want to accept reality for what the fuck it is. They don't want to accept nothing, but they know it. But they just want to continue on their lives. They don't,
They want to continue on their lives blissfully is what he's trying to say.
My shit was never blissful.
My definition, to answer Lonely Underscore's question, which is really specific, it's what's the difference between purple and red pill?
What's the difference between purple and red pill?
The easy answer for me is the difference between purple and red pill is that purple pill doesn't have a mentor or father figure there to assist them in deciphering the full part of the red pill. Like the purple pill is like if Neo took the red pill and Morpheus then just left him in the world, the blue pill world, to figure stuff out.
Well, the better analogy for that, Yam, it would be like if Neo actually took both pills instead of just one or the other. Because he was indecisive, basically. He couldn't decide, so he took them both.
I agree with that, but the reason why he would be indecisive would be because he wouldn't have anybody there to tell him that it's better to influence him to take just the red.
Mm-hmm.
Like I come from the gaming community, and which is the gaming community is primarily blue pilled. I mean, there's not really a lot of places where you can get red pilled in when you're just gaming.
If you're in a match with me, you get real pilled very quickly.
Pill.
I got to tell you,
same page as
it's
far
a
as
label
purple
you
pill
don't want
analogy
stuck
goes.
on you, and I'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I think if you look at any example of a person who says I'm purple pill, it's like they know what the truth is, but at the same time they're like a loaded gun, and you can really aim them in any direction of the red or blue pill, and they'll basically be ready to fire. I just see them as a more emotional side of the red pill, and then like a more rational blue pill side of the blue pill, but they're not really a master of either school.
They're like a jack of both trades.
Yeah. Master of none. Jack of all trades and master of none.
Master.
It's like
double I fell out again.
It's like I said. They kind of fell off. Yep. They fell off of the red pill wagon. They fell off, and somewhere along the line, they lost the person that was going to bring them all the way, and then they just kind of got stuck. So they're just kind of stuck in that. And it's not like it's bad to be stuck. It's just that if you know you're stuck. And
hang on, guys. He's talking about relationship aspect. I'm sorry, he didn't make himself clear until now.
And speaking of stuck. Purple pill is a label you don't even want stuck on you. It's like that Roni. You better not catch that, boy. You better not catch that Roni, boy. I got to tell you, man. It's a label you don't want stuck on you, man. Fucking purple pill? Okay, go ahead. Hold on to that label, but the plastic will melt on that hand before it even sets in your ass, man.
Double I. I think the real reality of it is you don't have to accept a label if you don't want to. But the thing is the thing that Psychesoap's trying to define is that you can be labeled by other people, and you really don't have a choice. You can't.
Basically, you got both pills shoved down your throat, and you don't know which way to fucking go.
That's one way of seeing it, though. When you're right.
Yeah, and it's kind of like
I guess say purple pill is the way of coping.
Of putting it.
You know, the way I see it, I guess say purple pill is the way of coping. You got both pills shoved down your throat. Well, let's just say how I better explain this to you. You got
it's like they gave you a double dose. One is the fucking opiate, and then the other is the fucking thing that just takes the nausea out of your system.
The Narcan.
Yeah, promethazine and codeine. It's kind of like that. You don't want people to drink the Kool-Aid. My bad.
Yeah, but one is the Narcan. One is the goddamn opiate. And you took both at the same damn time. Now,
as far as the relationship aspect, now I can answer that question much better now that he actually was more clear about it. That's the relationship expert. It'd be like the same as Sandman. How Sandman says there are simps, gimps, and pimps for the most part. A simp would be a blue pill, a gimp would be a purple pill, and a pimp would be a red pill. You see what I'm saying now? And the differences between between those three categories is a simp is basically a simp is a simp. A gimp is basically somebody.
Fucker. Yeah, listen to this part.
Yeah, a gimp. All a gimp is somebody who has some knowledge of the shit and can somewhat make it through it, but he suffers through it. Basically, a pimp basically would go if a woman goes, well, I'm going to go outside. I'm going to do this. He could either go, no, you ain't, or I really don't give a fuck. Or if a woman says to him, I'm going to leave you if you don't let me do this, a pimp would say, go ahead. Don't give a fuck.
Nope. There's the dope.
Yeah. Whereas a gimp will go, no, baby, don't leave me.
Nope.
Or a simp would be down on his knees crying. I'm so sorry. I didn't mess up this town. I'm so. That's really it's a simp. A gimp will pretty much either a gimp will probably write her a poem saying how much he loves her and don't leave me for the most part. That's pretty much a gimp. A pimp would basically be like, well, it sounds like a personal problem. I help you pack. Basically like me, where I always got suitcases in the closet so I can help a bitch pack.
Yeah.
That's pretty much me. it's like so we
can
speed up this process. Yep. I wouldn't even leave her at the Greyhound station. I would just let her find her way to wherever she need to go.
Or at the next way station.
I wouldn't even give her a calling card.
Leave her at the next way station.
They like have the capacity to be a gentleman, but they really can't because of the red pill rage, and it's like a mixture of both, and you get a different product depending on the experience level of the individual, and so it's like people who are purple pilled who are very young, or not very young, but I would say just like haven't really experienced life, who are sheltered. They think that the most dangerous beast they've ever encountered is like an ex-girlfriend of theirs, or it's like it is bad for them, or like from their perspective it is quite a bad thing to have gone through, but it's not the realest of the real. It's kind of like like they're like swallowing the
well, not in this house. He's not in the chat. He's in the chat. He's not actually in the live stream. I'm sorry. So y'all, Valhalla, yay! No, he's actually in the chat. He showed up in the chat. I'm sorry. Let me clarify. No, I say that whenever somebody gets in
Valhalla will enter the live stream when Half-Life 3 is released. That's a good.
Valhalla will enter the live stream when
GTA 6 is released.
Yeah. When PS5 is given out for free.
Yeah, he will whenever he wants
when we're all
There's another way
stuck in our
that
pods
thing. You know
with
what I'm
virtual
saying,
reality
guys?
on our heads.
There's another way of seeing this. He can get into this live stream whenever the fuck he wants to.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
He can. Come on, I highly doubt he will
get
anytime
in here, buddy.
soon is what I'm saying. I don't think he will anytime soon is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, also, you close like so.
I don't think I've ever seen Valhalla in any live stream. Now that I think about it,
with relationships, it's kind of like a different story entirely, because, like I said, depending on the experience level of the individual, you can't really conduct a red pill relationship properly if you're purple pill.
Yeah,
but you can do a blue pill relationship. Hella, you could do a really good blue pill relationship. But it's like with what Wind was saying, like where you knew that they were gonna mess up. It's kind of being purple pill is like knowing that something's not the way that it is not going to turn out good. But then sticking through it and maintaining multiple relationships, juggling, spinning plates. You can call it.
It's just the number one problem causer.
No, he didn't.
The
number one problem causer. Listen to him.
He's right.
Yeah, true.
He's right, you know.
I'll have to give that to him. The thing that people fail to realize is like you can actually literally the thing that people fail to realize is you can actually be in a relationship and be a red pillar. Like there's nothing against that because they do that in the Spanish manosphere. Like they're like you're either MiGTOW or you're red pill for the most part. It's like there's no the only common ground is that we have these common grounds between each other, and we're not going to try to disrespect each other as much as humanly possible in the Spanish manosphere. We're pretty much get along.
Some gives me the feeling that I'm going to end up fucking red pills at any time.
I don't think you will.
Well, you don't think I will?
I don't think you will.
All right.
You talk a lot of trash, but I don't think it's going to happen. You talk a lot of trash, I don't think it's going to happen.
The only person who can like assess your level of red pill are the people that are red pilling you. But with MiGTOW, the people you are like vetted by the entire group of MiGTOW in order to get into the manosphere, but you are also just allowed to do your own thing without being questioned.
Right.
Like a good example of a person that's been vetted by the whole entire MiGTOW community is me. I'm not MiGTOW, but I've been vetted by the MiGTOW community. Half of them like me, half of them hate me. It is what it is. But like, I'm not MiGTOW, and they know that, and they'll actually say that in a heartbeat for when it comes to me. Like I think the first person to coin the phrase "red pill MiGTOW leaning" was duality reality. Bridges will argue with you that Tico's a MiGTOW, even though I keep saying I'm not. Bridges will probably be the only person that'll argue with you that I'm a MiGTOW for the most part.
You know what, man? I am debating and arguing real hard for RPM to be a MiGTOW. So I call him an honorary MiGTOW because he's technically married. I could say the same thing about man-woman myth. Yeah.
And the sad part, the reason why I don't call myself MiGTOW is because, like I said, there's no disrespect to MiGTOW. I come from the Spanish manosphere. We got rules in this shit. And I don't want to disrespect the people I came from and where I came from for the most part. And this is the reason why I don't call myself MiGTOW, because I have a lot of people that have to go back over there and answer to that'll talk shit on me if I call myself MiGTOW.
You better not call yourself MiGTOW in this space, homie.
Right? Yeah, like so I don't got time to be like arguing with my original group of people for the most part.
Yeah, there are arguing. It should be an open discussion.
That's pretty much duality reality that came up with that phrase, red pill MiGTOW leaning. But Bridges would argue that I am MiGTOW, even though I'm not, dude. I'm not. I'm really not. Like I can't take that acronym without being disrespectful because I come from the Spanish manosphere.
I had to get my glasses on. I would have fucked this goddamn shit in.
But yeah,
all right, let's see. This one's going to.
Yeah, but I would say, but the difference between MiGTOW and red pill is MiGTOW is red. I mean, MiGTOWs are red pill, but red pills aren't MiGTOW. You see what I'm saying? Like pretty much, MiGTOW is pretty much red pillars that took the extra step for the most part.
And this is for them. This is for them.
Yeah.
You know why I just said that this is for them? It's because somebody has gotten that whole analogy ass backwards. And when you do put the acronym MiGTOW, I guess, he's gonna appear. Yeah. And I would say in the top 5. You know?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, MiGTOWs can be red pill, but red pills aren't MiGTOW. Like every single MiGTOW for the most part is red pill, but not all red pills are MiGTOW. Is the best way to describe it to you.
No. I got
MiGTOW, like I said,
MiGTOW, Tico, Tren here in a minute. Keep going.
Okay, MiGTOW is basically, like I was saying, it'd be like red pill next level for the most part, or red pill, like red pill to be continued, or or the journey continues, or like MiGTOW. What's the word I'm looking for? What's that name of that one show that used to come on with the monk guy? Journey continues or some shit like that. Basically, it's a whole nother. It's basically red pill next level, or it's red pill. Now I'm going to do me over here basically, and I'll come back and participate with y'all, but I'm going to do me over here real quick. That's pretty much MiGTOW in a nutshell for the most part. It's red pill, but like they're going out here and then do themselves over here in the woods. It'd be equivalent to like how it's supposed to be set up. It'd be equivalent to if you were let's just say a good example. You have the people who live in. You have the people that live around society, near society, in the suburbs for the most part. Those would be your red pill people. Then you would have like people that live out in the mountain men. That'd be your MiGTOWs for the most part. Is the best way I can describe it socially. So MiGTOWs would be mountain men, whereas red pillars would be like the people in the city or the people in the the people in the suburbs for the most part. Is the best way I can describe it to you.
Got a question for all of y'all. Which one of us is black pilled?
I am.
Can you be a black pilled MiGTOW is my second question.
No.
You first.
No, you can't. No, you can't. Because black pill basically requires you to be black pill. The not all black pill, some black pill. Like there's the like I said, there's two schools of black pill for the most part. There's your nihilistic side, then there's your Vedic or Gnostic or the other side where they basically just spread knowledge. So you have your nihilists, and you have your knowledge spreaders for the most part. The problem with the black pill that's the most popular on YouTube, they're very nihilistic and they don't work on themselves, and they basically stay in this bubble for the most part. And the problem with MiGTOW and black pill is MiGTOWs are out here trying to do themselves and better themselves, whereas black pills are out here talking about, well, I'm ugly and I can't get a girl and I'm an incel and girls only look at looks and this, that, and the other. Okay, but MiGTOW says go out here, make some money, do some exercising, better yourself, improve yourself for the most part. Whereas black pills basically stay content to what they are, who they are for the most part. So you can't be MiGTOW and black pill at the same time for that reason. I'm sorry. Because one wants to stay content and the other one wants to go on and move and do things to better himself and do better things for himself or his family, or if he has like children or not. He basically wants to do things better for him and his children for the most part. Whereas like, the black pillars is like, well, this is me and this is where I'm at and I'm content. That's pretty much a black pillar for you. So you can't be MiGTOW and be talking about going your own way when you're actually stuck thinking about society or stuck talking about society and how society's treating everybody and how looks matter and all this other gray shit. No, dude, right. Get the fuck out of that rut. You need to go either go MiGTOW or go black pill. You can't be both. You can't do both. I'm sorry. And I'm firing shots at certain people, but it's just fucking facts. You can't do fucking both. You're either one or the other. Either you're going to better yourself, improve yourself, and be your own man, or you're going to sit there and wallow in your self-pity because how you look. Pick one. And get there.
Mm-hmm. Like, for me, it's like, I can't be black pill. I can straddle the line on some of certain knowledges. I will straddle the line, but I'm always moving. I can't stay still, It is like that. Like I said, Tico, you seen pretty much all of my channel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do I ever stay still?
I missed one video, but I'm about to watch it today. But yeah, pretty much from start to finish.
That's it. Do I ever stay still on any of my videos? Do I ever stay stagnant?
Only when you got stuck in the mud because somebody told you should go that way.
That is literally sad.
I remember that video.
Yeah.
But for the most part,
one of the sergeants decided that we should go this way. Now we're stuck in the mud. He's talking shit.
Right.
McDonald is a nut. He's like, he's going to so be court-martialed.
Right. But it's like, for me, it's like, I said, I mean, but still, there's a certain way to take a swamp in a vehicle.
That was the wrong way.
Yeah,
that was the wrong way.
The wrong way would be to try to stop, because you'll never get your momentum back.
True. That was definitely the wrong way.
Someone was telling me to keep moving. I was trying to change the transfer case over the four-wheel drive.
Mm-hmm.
And just like I said, I'm like, look, I got to change the transfer. Okay. Second I hit stop. The vehicle slid into the swamp. Says you got to go forwards. Do you see this swamp? And okay, went forwards. Got behind center. But you never any vehicle, you never stop your wheels from turning. The second you stop, that happens, you lose traction.
Definitely.
And that's what happened.
Definitely.
And we got stuck.
That was the funniest. That was like the funniest video I heard from you. That's when I made the MiGTOW in the wind Meta MiGTOW video on you after that. I was cracking up. Yeah. I gotta start doing Meta MiGTOW videos again.
I don't know if I'm ready to answer that question yet, because it's like I'm still trying to figure out the motivations of each of the each school of thought and like what they're actually there to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like what I did when I was in college. I was like, well, what's the purpose of studying this? Like, what is its application? If you're not here to, if it's not being taught so that it can help people, what's the purpose of learning it? There must be some sort of reason why the institution is teaching it, if they don't want people to apply it, to sort of just like fill your head with a bunch of excess stuff, like how Black pill people think. It's kind of like they fill their head with so much, nonsense and social science garbage and biological like imperative kind of stuff that it doesn't make them move forward in any way. So I kind of like have a warped view of it, and I'm open to new ideas regarding the Black pill and the Vedic traditions and accepting one's fate, but as long as it keeps somebody moving forward,
the best thing I can tell you about that, Yam, is go check out BGS.
I watch BGS.
Go check out his one where he talks about the two schools of Black pill for the most part. That'd be your best way to sort it out. He says there's a light and there's a dark. Basically, don't fall into the dark. Try your best if you're going to do it.
Somebody something.
Go ahead. Psychesoap. Damn. Nigga.
One of us MiGTOW.
You don't have to avoid
MiGTOW is Black pill. Come on.
No.
Black pill mixed together.
No, we're not doing that. Not today, Psychesoap.
Not today, Psychesoap. Absolutely not.
Maybe on table flip. Not today.
No.
Maybe on
MiGTOW there. Come on now.
That's not true at all. I've actually proven that.
Maybe on table flip or what's it called?
I forgot which live stream it
Sunday
was.
channel,
Yam asked the question.
Yeah, we can save it for that. Not a problem.
But still, Yam asked a question about this, and we answered it in a previous live stream. Can a MiGTOW be Black pill? And the answer was no.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, it's like, what is that MiGTOW gonna do? Like, I don't think you can be MiGTOW and be Black pilled, because, like, there's, like I said, with MiGTOW, I think that MiGTOW have been through so much shit that they already have their mind filled with like a bunch of information, and their job is their journey in life is to just like clear that out and enjoy life. And like I think that Black pill is actually like embracing a lot of suffering and stuff, and a lot of stuff, a lot of like truths about the world that like make you realize that there aren't things to enjoy. There's just suffering, and
man. I have to chime in on this part, man.
Don't say any names. Don't say any names. Don't say any names.
Get this.
Go ahead, brother.
You got the Black pill mixed together with your red pill. Doesn't that make you an absurdist? because those harsh realities that you're okay with, Schadenfreude, right? Let somebody suffer over it. No, can't that be
See, that's just it. When you're
something
black
that
pill,
you can laugh at, at least have humor in? Dark humor is what I see the black pill poured into the red pill.
Well, no, because
when you're able
there's
to
a difference
be
between
black
dark
pilled,
humor.
hold
There's a
on,
difference between
Tico.
dark humor and black pill.
Tico, let me lose my thought here.
Okay.
So as far as being black pilled, right? A black pill guy cannot step down and be a blue pill, or I'm sorry, red pill. A red pill guy cannot step down and be just a MiGTOW. He's red pilled and MiGTOW. So a black pill guy is MiGTOW and red pill.
I disagree with that.
By proxy. Because the black pill guy is ignoring some of those things purposely.
Yeah. Like I think Gen Z, Gen Z is like the first generation to not go out and try to get laid. Like that's what I read that factoid today, and it's just interesting because when you look at the previous generations, that's always been disseminated from like the very top is to go out and get laid. So it's like it's almost like a certain aspect of social norms is like dissolving, and that's part of that's like a little bit of a black pill right there, to just acknowledge that there's no more enjoyment in that whole process. So it's like people are finding different ways, or just ignoring that entire portion of society or social norm entirely, which is interesting. And I actually remember what I was going to say about Menace's stream when I watched it today. It was he talked about MiGTOW, or not MiGTOW, but the alternative media people, and I would consider us like alternative media, especially Forum, are the Fifth Estate, which I don't even know what that is. Like the Fourth Estate, he said the Fourth Estate was comedy, and he said like the alternative platforms were alternative media was the Fifth Estate. And so I think it's like kind of like what we're trying to do is trying to like check facts, and we're trying to like rip out all of the impure elements of the information and stuff that is fed to us, and actually try to deliver a consistent message instead of one that gets people like panicking and stuff. So I don't know how it connects to black pill, but I just remember that, so I thought I'd add that in right here. And it, like I think when it comes to the whole pill, the pill analogy, I think there's a lot of different elements being added in from the black pill community, the red pill community, and then the blue pill.
Too many elements.
Perception of it. Yeah,
there's too many elements, and you know the funny part about it is many of us are accepting these elements.
True.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is we are accepting it. Like didn't we get the hell out of this normal, quote unquote, normal society because we weren't accepted?
True. It's kind of like
then
if you say that, MiGTOW in the Wind, you technically would start falling into the SYSBM category, because they believe if your skills aren't appreciated where you are, take them and go elsewhere, where they will be appreciated and valued for the most part. And that's one of the main pillars of SYSBM. If your skills and your skills aren't being appreciated where you are, take your skills elsewhere where somebody would appreciate your skills. For the most part.
That's pretty much what we were taught in truckers, like taught as a truckers. Like, if you have this big license and they're not utilizing it, either A, downgrade the license, or B, go somewhere where you're going to be
appreciated, and utilize to your full potential.
Right.
And that's why I always say I'm red pill SYSBM, because I don't believe in staying stagnant. If I'm not appreciated somewhere, a nigga's going to get up and go.
Right.
It's just simple. Like, it's just simple math. Like, oh, really? You don't appreciate my skills? Okay, I'm going over to this team right here. They will appreciate my skills and all the skills I have to offer. It's just simple math.
Yeah. Because the nigga got skills and the nigga got standards.
Yep. Yep.
Listen,
Nigga might be from a third world country, but a nigga got standards. And I will take my skills elsewhere to another country if they're necessary.
right. Shit.
So
Yeah, we
question.
in here, man.
Hey, Tico.
See, who hurt you? Satan.
Yeah.
God, bitch.
The reason why Yam is talking because
That
it's
is
Yam's
the
corner.
shit, ain't it?
Yeah, Underground Grouse, the reason why Yam is talking because this is actually Yam's corner. That's why. That's why he gets to talk. It's Yam's corner. just like yeah, that's pretty much the reasoning why. And no, I don't work at Walmart, but I do shop online at Walmart.
Do your thing. About that time, y'all.
Yeah, so Yam, continue your lovely corner here. Before
Well, I was just on a stream. I was just on a stream yesterday, and they were talking about Black Pill, but it's just like weird because they don't like to acknowledge anything beneficial or any talents or any positive traits that you have, because none of them really have to do with getting a lot of talents that people have don't really have anything to do with getting a woman at all.
The sad part about that, there's an art to everything for the most part, is what I'm going to say to you on that. I'm not going to ever really give dating advice to men. I'll tell you how to stay in a relationship, but I'm not never going to give dating advice to a man. I'm more likely to give dating advice to a woman on how to do it. Because usually that's the problem in the relationship for the most part. This is why I give advice to women more than I give advice to men, because 9 times out of 10, a man is for the most part is going to do everything to please a woman, whereas a woman is pretty much going to be thinking like, well, I don't understand why this, or I don't understand why this. Yeah, here's why, lady. And the thing about that is, with a lot of people, as far as like stuff like that, you have to work on yourself. And there's an art to everything that you do. Hell, there's an art to mopping a fucking floor if you want to do it efficiently and quickly. It's just facts. If you're going to do something, there's an art to it. There's an art to it to make it so it can be more efficient and faster for you to get it done and completed and do other tasks. There's an art to everything. So the thing that people fail to realize is kind of like how they say martial science and martial arts. The martial science of martial arts is basically telling you how to apply martial arts. The martial science is basically telling you how to apply the science of martial arts to your daily life to better yourself for the most part. And it can be done. I'm not saying it's kind of like how Karate Kid, where he did the wax on, wax off, wax on, wax on, wax on, wax off for the most part.
Well, kind of like how learning. Bruce Lee did that thing. You know what I'm saying?
It's pretty much what it is.
Well, like how I see the hierarchy is just like, I think just like the way that people are blue pilled, it's like they will usually just say, you know, that's just the way it is. That's just the way things work. And then if you go to red pill, they're like, it's women's fault.
Boys will be boys. Boys will be
It's women's fault. Men are the prize. And then you go to black pill, and then in the black pill is where it gets like light side, dark side. The dark side's like it's all men's being ugly fault, or men. So in all technicality,
to me, when I see that, now that you mentioned that, what I see is I basically see blue pill and black pill in the same light for the most part.
Right.
Because one side is you're basically being complicit in silence, where the other side is you're basically confirming the complicity and the silence of the other men in the blue pill side for the most part.
That would be the fundamentals of it, bruh. That's right.
So like that's all black pill really is. You're basically confirming what the blue pill simps are basically saying. Is all you're really saying, or just confirming the shit that they're going through. The sad part about it, when you get to the red pill, it's like, well, you can do this and you can do that, and you can have a better life. It's kind of like how I say with the simps, pimps, and gimps. In all technicality, like I said, the blue pill would be simps, the black pill would be gimps, and the red pills would be pimps. It's just facts. No matter how you cut it, it's just facts. And you may not like it, but it is what it is. Like purple pill and black pill, for all intents and purposes, are the gimps. It's just straight facts. Because what you're trying to do as a purple pill and a black pillar is you're basically trying to stay as a purple pillar. You're basically trying to maintain. You're trying to maintain something. You're basically trying to maintain an illusion. What black pill is, you're basically trying to explain away an illusion that's not going away. It is what it is.
Yeah, what I heard Menace say once was it's hyper rationalizing everything.
Yeah, that's all it really is. Because I can actually say some black pill shit, and people will go, "Whoa, that was dark, Tico." Well, not dark, not black pill dark, but that was dark, Tico. But I understand what you're saying, and I understand where you're coming from. It's just facts.
Spooge on her back and keep going.
My sense, my
What you say?
Comments. Look at his comments.
MiGTOW thread.
MiGTOW thread.
Grouch.
MiGTOW threads. Spooge on her back and keep going skills.
Yeah, basically. That's some red pill shit right there. That is some red pill dark.
Red pill shit.
That's some
right
burgundy
there,
pill
man.
shit right there. That is some dark red pill shit right there. That is some dark red pill shit right there.
Yeah. My sense of humor for some people, like said, some people have a problem with my sense of humor because it's according to them it's dark. I don't think it's dark. I don't think it's that dark. You know?
Your sense of humor is dark, but it kind of sort of ranges below my sense of humor for the most part. But I understand where you're coming from with your sense of humor. Whereas like a lot of people, if I say something, it's like, damn, Tico, really? That was just wrong. But if you say something, it's like, okay.
I just laugh. Yeah.
Bit weird, but nice.
Pretty much. And then, well, my sister doesn't like the fact that every year my sense of humor it's worse. According to her, it's worse.
I think it's even killed. It just sounds worse because she's getting older and you're getting older and she's getting more disgruntled and you're both getting more disgruntled for the most part because y'all both are getting older for the most part. So it's like it's basically coming with age for the most part. So to her, it sounds like it's getting worse because she's aging and you're aging. You're both aging. It's kind of like grumpy old men.
Just
that's pretty much all it really is.
Fucking puddle muffins. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that effect is like, you know what? But what makes it worse is that my unit thinks I'm losing my fucking mind.
No comments. I'm just messing with you, MiGTOW the way. I'm just messing with you. I only say that because I care and I love you like a little brother.
It takes one to know one. It takes one to know one.
Right? Yeah. I knew that was coming. Oh, goodness. But yeah, it's just stuff like that that's just the weirdness of it all for the most part. Because like I could actually do and say stuff, and people say, "Well, that's dark, Tico." No, that's just me being a red pillar. Like me stepping over somebody's body that just get hit by a car is not black pill. That's some red pill shit right there. It's some dark red pill shit, but it's red pill shit.
Walking on
you deserved it. You literally deserved it. Yeah, because
right
I don't do how do I always say it? Like I don't help if you do stupid shit. With me, you literally win stupid prizes. So like I'm not going to stop you from walking out in the street and going over the hood of a car if you're paying attention to your phone, but I will step over your body as you're laying there in the street trying to reach up for help.
I mean, shit. No, nobody told you that selfie was that important.
I'm serious. Nobody told you that message was that important.
Now
you want your back or your stat or your stomach now. All because of it.
If you want, I'll
pick
your photo up so you get a selfie of you bleeding out on the ground.
Yeah. And it's just shit like that just blows my mind when it comes to people. It's like, no, dude, that's not my fault.
Boxes of Roxas.
Boxes of Roxas and Soxes.
Pretty much. And bags of Hammersons.
Oh, goodness.
Holy shit.
Oh, man. It's just shit like that. But like, it's all about how you handle. It's all about how you handle your life and what you decide to do with your life. That actually puts you into those different categories for the most part. Like, it is what it is. Like, the way you're perceived, the way you interact, basically, it's all about society's perception. I've noticed with a lot of people because, like, they'll say, "Well, Tico, aren't you MiGTOW?" No, I've never been MiGTOW. Like, I've been red pill, but I've never been MiGTOW. Like when my channel first started in English, it was literally Tico, Tren, red pill. Like, where do you get MiGTOW out of that? Like, hello. And I think when matter of fact, when Arpaz actually introduced me or actually gave me a shout out, he said I was a red pill content creator in that video. He said that. He's not MiGTOW, he's red pill, but definitely go check him out. Exactly what he said. So how are we confusing me with MiGTOW when he actually said himself that I was a red pill content creator?
Fucking listen.
I think personally, part of the black pill is knowing that regardless of, or anytime you hear somebody blaming or judging another person, it stems from an underlying need that isn't being met.
Yeah.
And so understanding that makes it easier for you to navigate in between people who are criticizing you or assigning a positive or negative judgment to you.
I view the not the esoteric one. I mean the nihilistic black pill as basically red pill people that are depressed, or purple pill people that are depressed. Who can't let go? Who can't let go? Because at the end of the day, once you think about it, black pill people are pretty much people who can't let go of society or the societal norms, like the purple pillar. It's kind of like how Cypher. It's basically like Cypher in the Matrix for the most part, where he doesn't want to let go, and he has to always confirm what he's thinking for the most part. But like I was saying in the one video I dropped today about red pill science, is there's two sides of science. There's biology and there's social. Social can always out-trump biological at the end of the day by chance. If you take a certain medication, your body chemistry is not going to work properly and you're probably going to be sedated. You take a certain medication, your body composition is going to be changed. If you do anything that society like forces on you, or good example of that is peer pressure. That's not biology. That's pretty much social science right there. That's sociology. So that's social sciences. So peer pressure is nothing to do with biology, unless you want to get into like, well, yeah, technically no, because like if you're willing to be pressured into stupid shit, it's pretty much like the game. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. If you're able to be pressured into stupid shit, you're easily manipulated and you're easily swayed for the most part into stupid shit. It's just facts. Yeah,
I get stupid shit and I'm not even pressured. So
yeah. Like hell, like I'll get into stupid shit with some people if I trust them, but like I'm not going to get into complete stupid shit with people because, okay, yeah, that's a little dumb for my taste. Basically, every now and again, that's when Tico's got to be the voice of reason, which is pretty shocking, which is hardly ever.
But you know the sad part about it, he was the voice of reason for me,
which is very rare when I'm actually the voice of reason for somebody. But it's kind of funny. But like,
yeah,
if you do stupid shit, you're going to end up with stupid shit for the most part. You can't do stupid shit and be like, well, that's biology. No, that's not biology. That's your dumbass decision making.
Right. And I've been making some pretty dumb decisions. And lately I've been making some pretty dumb decisions. You know?
Thank you, Valhalla. Thank you. Thank you, Valhalla. Thank you. Thank you, Valhalla.
Last time I checked. Hey, look, last time I checked, you were still turn red pill. You know?
Yeah, like, thank you.
But yeah, lately I've been making some dumb boneheaded ass decisions. Hi, Contact Princess.
Yeah, like that one right there.
We're
not going to talk about the fallout to that situation, but if you come to Discord, we'll talk about it with you in private. But yeah, he's a goofball and he needs to stop. And I'm trying to save his ass.
I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
Yeah. Okay,
well,
okay, red pill in the win.
I already know the worst that can happen, but that.
Or should we call you SYSBM in the win? How about them apples? That's what can happen. Unless you leave that alone, for real.
No. Look here. I've already dug myself into a hole, so I want to keep digging.
That's too bad. I already filled that hole up the hole back up with a backhoe, so you got to redig it again from scratch now.
Well, damn.
Yeah. I just dropped dirt in it back again. Like, no, not today.
Hey, look, I gotta eat.
Goodness gracious.
If you give me a backhoe, I can dig it even faster. Indeed.
I'm not giving you no backhoe. No. Bad MiGTOW to win.
I'm an angel. I'm an angel.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. If you're an angel, then I'm Mother Teresa.
Shinobi, that's
Can
Mulholland.
I receive these blessings?
He's in the chat right now.
Huh? Who is?
Oh no, I'm talking to Shinobi.
Oh, Shinobi's there. He's for the most part, most time always there in the chat.
Yeah, Wind, why are you doing this?
Did you expect anything less?
Yeah,
no, dude.
Yeah, but yeah, he's stayed digging himself in.
Yeah.
I'll tell you about it. I'll send you a text message about it later. Psychesoap, his goofy ass.
Hey, look. As long as I'm yeah. I'm not. Yeah, I'm pretty fucking bad.
Yeah. Yeah, yes.
But you're no angel yourself, Tico.
Well, I already admitted that. Shit, I came to terms with that. At least I can admit that.
Yeah. I like to play.
Hey, I'm still trying to figure out why Tico elevated a troll onto the panel in me. So we're in the same boat.
He said a troll and me.
I'm a troll.
Dennis is always on the panel too, so.
Well, he's got like 8 different trolls in him.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm a troll.
Dennis on the panel, so it basically goes to show my nature when it comes to human beings. I don't judge people based on their beefs with people. I judge people based on
me either.
Can we work together and can we do this business together? I don't give a fuck what you got going on over here. I don't care if you just killed like 79 men. I don't need to know that.
Which is why it should be. Well, like what I don't understand is like how MiGTOW can be construed as a bad thing when it comes to like your employers and stuff. Like my personal life has nothing to do with the job that I do when I'm over there. You know, it only matters like when people want to try to get into my business, and I have to correct them. Basically that's the only time, and we can settle that like adults. Yeah. You don't have to use. Like I don't go around invading other people's private lives or space. Yeah. But then everyone feels like they have the right to do that when they're with the MiGTOW, because the MiGTOW just ignores everyone.
Yeah. Because I'll tell you in a heartbeat, like I don't really care what's going on. I'm the type of human being that can literally shoot my enemy 17 times in non-fatal areas and then nurse them back to health and we can work together. So we can actually take out a bigger enemy for the most part. Like that's literally how I am. I would shoot him again. I was like, we're putting this on hold until this is over and I'll shoot you again. Deal. Yeah, literally that's how I am. Like I'm willing to work, like, because like I've always said, like I give props where props is due.
Basically how the gaming community works too.
Yeah, like I give props where props is due, and I always give props to my enemies, even if I hate the motherfucker, which I don't really hate too many people. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't hate anybody at all. But even if I hated you, I would still give you props while I'm hating on you. Like it's just facts. Like I'd be like, I hate that motherfucker, but that was a good shot though. He almost got my black ass. Good shit, pimp. Good shit. I'm on your ass now. You know, that's literally how I am. Like that's literally how I am. That's like the only time you'll ever see me competitive for the most part is when I'm with somebody I deem a worthy adversary for the most part. If I don't deem somebody a worthy adversary, then like we're probably not really going to talk. Or we're probably going to be like two ships in the night. But like if I view you as a worthy adversary, I will give you props. Just like I gave somebody props earlier in the stream.
I don't really like to compete. I don't really like to compete just because I don't like to stoop to. I don't like to stoop to a lower level.
Like compete. I'm not going to compete with somebody who is not on my level, or I'm not going to compete with somebody. If I deem it, what's the term that I used the one time? If I deem it like taking candy from a baby, then I'm not going to compete with you.
Like if you have too much of an formidable foe.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta at least be some competition for me for the most part.
Like when I see people picking on people and blaming them for their for their situation and stuff, I'm just like, you have way too much experience to be telling somebody where their faults are. It's like if you were at that age, would you like expect to be able to fight back against somebody who has just like years and years worth of experience on you? No, you would be like, why are you picking on me? Like, leave me alone. Let me live my life. And when you're starting to learn about like the red pill and stuff, it's a completely different situation. Like it's something where it's like you need a person who is more experienced than you to like help you through this stuff, because it's not easily digestible like you would, or it's not easy to regurgitate and stuff like it is when you live in the blue pill world.
Yeah.
You know?
Because like there's the sad part about that is what a lot of people don't know about me is, hell, I've even dropped some knowledge on Double I, even though he's like, 90.
Fuck you. Fuck your face. And fuck your day.
I've actually dropped some knowledge on all jokes aside. I've actually dropped some knowledge on him because he was telling me about a situation that he was in. He goes, I didn't even think of that. Holy shit! And it was like one of those things where like he's like, thank you for telling me that, Tico. I didn't even think of that. But like
the one time,
there's been multiple times when I've done that.
No. Okay, maybe there was.
Yeah, my point exactly.
Now that I think about it,
take your pudding.
There has been 2 that I can think of. Only 2.
There's actually been 3, but we'll run with 2.
No, all I can think of is the one time we're speaking of, and the coffee incident.
Hey,
and then there's another time too before the coffee incident, but I'll let you stand on 2.
But keep it going. Keep it going.
Yeah, but yeah,
that's right. Yeah, that's right. Watch that Ronnie.
Watch that Ronnie. Listen to him. Watch that Ronnie. Watch that Ronnie.
Get on that PS4.
How do you keep my King Fox busy for all day? You ask for his autograph on an Etch-a-Sketch.
Oh my goodness gracious! I once did that to my child the one time. Can you write this for me, Daddy? I did it on Etch-a-Sketch, and I sat there and erased it, and I gave it to him. He's like, you're a jerk. You're a jerk.
Hey, you know how Michael J. Fox spends quality time with his children?
Oh,
he helps them tie their shoes.
That's bad by my standards, okay?
But you laugh. You laugh.
Yeah, I will admit that. I did laugh. That's even bad by my standards.
You're going to hell with me.
Hell, at least I can admit I'm going to hell. I got the kerosene and the hay.
Well, I got the napalm. I got the napalm and the rags.
Oh my goodness!
I'm going 3 times. Let that swirl around in your head for a little bit.
Oh, good lord! Apparently, you have a cousin in the chat. MiGTOW in the win.
Wow. That will really go far.
Apparently, that's your cousin right there.
Oh, hell no!
That's what they're saying.
I like how Mr. Hey Vicious describes it, because he says, "I was never red pilled. I was always a MiGTOW."
Oh, wow. I like that too. That's interesting. That's an interesting take on it. Well, you also got to take into consideration too. Hey Vicious is also a porn star, so
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, he's a different story.
Yeah, he's a different story.
Yeah.
If he wanted to smash something, he could smash something, and he pretty much go on about his merry way, and he gets paid for it. That's pretty much Hey Vicious in a nutshell.
Wow.
You're going to get paid. We're going to get paid. I'm going to get paid.
Where's the cash? Then you get
where's the money? He's basically like me when it comes to like people. Well, Tico, you shouldn't talk to this person. Are you going to pay me not to talk to this person? That's literally Hey Vicious in a nutshell. Like, are you going to pay me not to talk to this person? Okay, then I guess I'm going to be talking to this person. It's like, well, it's wrong if you talk to this person. Wait. So, are you going to pay me not to talk to this person? Okay, then shut up. Then that's exactly how I feel about it.
A man guiding their own weighing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and Mr. Hey Vicious are in the same boat. Where the money at? Where the money at, basically. Where them dollars at? Where them dollars at?
Now, it's gotten to the point to where we say it to chicks who buy toilet paper, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
The sad part about that is that's because they're 80% of the consumer. It's 80% of the consumership. So, like, yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if they're buying all the toilet paper. Hell, I seen a video with a woman coming out of the fucking Walmart with a bunch of toilet paper. Then you see men coming out with so you see men coming out with some Clorox and some disinfect wipes and maybe like a pint of ice cream for the most part, or some popcorn and shit, or some beer. Like that's what you see men come out with. You see women coming out with like carts full of fucking toilet paper and all this other craziness, and men are just coming out with like their essentials and shit.
Look, when I get some spray on waterproofing, I'm gonna find an empty toilet paper roll.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna waterproof that, and every time I get a new trailer, that's gonna be my trailer handle.
Okay. That's fucked up.
I'm gonna put an empty toilet paper roll.
That's fucked up.
On my trailer door.
You're gonna have people trying to pull it off the trailer door and shit. That's gonna be funny. It's gonna be hard and shit.
Yeah.
People trying to pull it off the trailer door.
If you have any CCTV footage attached to your truck, you should definitely publish that. It'd be nice.
That would be funny.
Speaking of the toilet paper posse,
it's gonna be dipped in some sort of thing that hardens it like a lacquer.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I've done it once. It'd be a dick.
But I'm gonna leave a strip of toilet paper that is just waterproof, and it's floating on the wind.
That's a good one. That was a good one. Shinobi-wan. The essentials, the beer essentials, the beer essentials. BER.
Now here's the problem. If they try to get the toilet paper off, they'd have to break the seal.
Yeah.
Open the lock. And they don't have a key. And if they break the seal, that's an offense to get the toilet paper off. So they got a dilemma: break the seal and get this toilet paper, or just take as much as I can.
Yeah. He calls it. Vicious calls it the beer flu too, which I think is really funny.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna call it the beer flu because YouTube's being gay. I was just like,
why am I such an asshole?
Mm-hmm.
Why am I such an asshole?
I'm still trying to figure out why people are buying out a bunch of toilet paper because it doesn't say anything about exploding diarrhea in the damn side effects for coronavirus.
No, because they're drinking that probiotic. They know what's up.
Yeah,
they was buying that shit first before all of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Well, I know why all the yeast is gone. It's because you can make your own alcohol out of it.
Yeah, that's a lot of yeast.
Yeah.
Man.
All the brown sugar, yeast, all gone.
Flour.
I'm thinking. Flour.
A lady was complaining. That somebody bought out a lot of flour. Yeah, a lady was complaining about they bought out a lot of flour, and I asked her, was there bread or any type of doughy products in the supermarket? She goes, no, but you don't have to buy out the flour. I go, you do know you make a lot of shit out of flour, like noodles, pasta, bread, and itself, gravy, a shit ton of other shit. So you need a shit ton of. This is the shit and I was saying to her, this is the shit that you take for granted that your mom and dad or your grandmas and your great grandmothers used to do by hand when they used to make pasta from scratch. You take this shit for granted. With all this instant shit or this shit in the pack.
I might be baking some bread in my truck if I can ever find my goddamn road stove.
Dude, in case you haven't noticed, they're getting so desperate. Like, haven't you noticed online? Everyone has gotten their game beefed up. They're desperate.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad I got kicked off of 7 dating apps, so I don't care.
Too bad.
I'm not even saying dating apps. I don't do dating apps, but I'm saying, just in general, if you look online, whatever, platform you want to talk about, they're stepping it up a notch because desperation level is starting to set in.
I'm to dating apps with Freaky Jersey tells this to YouTube and roast videos. I get kicked off in a matter of minutes. Like, nope, you're gone. You're banned for life. Like, for life though? Like, for life though? Like, all I said was one comment.
I'm like that with college dorms.
Huh?
I said I'm like that with college dorms.
Sounds about right for you.
Yeah. It wasn't even my fault.
Yeah, it was. It was your fault. Because I ain't gonna lie and say it wasn't my fault. I'm gonna say somebody was too sensitive, but it was my fault. So I would always admit that at least. Unlike Yam over here, it wasn't my fault.
I'm innocent.
Yeah, my ass. You're never innocent. You always have a part. You always have a part in that shit.
Wow, blaming men. Wow.
Like I said in one video.
Never thought I'd hear.
There's two sides. There's two people in a relationship. Her motherfucker and you motherfucker. You obviously did something wrong, and she obviously did something wrong to fuck that whole entire shit up. Her motherfucker and you motherfucker. There's two people in that relationship. I'm just being honest.
That's why I like Mr. Hey Vicious more than you. Mr. Hey Vicious says it's always her fault.
Yeah, I'm not Mr. Hey Vicious. I blame both parties.
You know what's sad?
Somebody fucked up and somebody dropped the ball. Basically, either way.
You know what's sad?
Oh shit.
You know what?
Somebody fucked up and somebody didn't learn.
Bad?
Go ahead.
What's really fucking bad? Autism has a dating site now.
Oh god lord. Well, only a matter of time before it actually happens.
Wait, what? Are you kidding me?
They have a dating site for autism. Yes.
They have a fucking dating site for autism.
People with autism. Yep.
Yeah, adults and kids with autism. Like, what the
I shit you not. Yeah, they do.
It's called Tended. It's called Plenty of Tists.
Like, what the fuck?
It's called A-Date.
I'm trying to keep a straight face, fellas, when I'm saying this shit. Ooh.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like I said, everybody knows on YouTube that I'm on the fucking spectrum, but goddamn, even that's fucking sad for me. You know, I would never go that fucking low.
Shit.
Because you red pill to this shit. Fuck that.
I would never go that low. If I ever, no. No.
Nope.
No.
No.
Hell no.
Another. No. Ain't gonna have him. Shit.
Yeah, because in my history, because I like I said, in my history of like listening to people, I've only heard one woman actually admit to cheating and doing wrong in my whole entire life.
She's still fucked.
Yeah, she's still fucked. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I was laughing about it. I was like, whoa, that's pretty honest for a woman. That blew my mind. She goes, what do you mean? I go, I've never heard a woman actually admit to some shit like that outside of my family. Like,
you're still fucked.
You're still fucked though. Yeah, that basically is what I said. She goes, well, I don't understand. Like, I go, you cheated on your husband. He left you. You still want him. You can't get him back. So you tried the bisexual thing. That didn't work out too well. And now you're back to men again. Like,
hey, look.
It's like,
hey, look. I'm gonna go when I go home on home time. I'm gonna upload a video. It's gonna be my 2-ton jack and a pair of scissors. I'm gonna pump the jack up and I'm gonna let it down, but I'm gonna place the scissors on the place that the car goes. I'm gonna leave you figure it out.
I gotta make some more. I gotta make Shinobi one a mod. Yeah, I gotta make Shinobi one a mod, and whoever else is not a mod that's in my thing chat right now. MiGTOW threads and Shinobi one.
But
I'll get my daughter to do it later.
But for me, I'm gonna place the scissors on the jack, and I'm gonna jack up and let the jack down.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Basically, raising the hopes up and then letting them down. That's pretty much the scenario.
Crash and burn, man. Crash and burn.
Do you get why I placed the scissors on the jack?
Not really, but we'll run with this.
Do you
Go
think
ahead.
that, like, exes can be friends?
Think about it for a second there.
No.
Think about it.
There's a reason why they're exes.
Are we an hour and a half in yet before we let him go on?
Yeah, we're more than an hour and a half out, man. He's fine.
I think Psychesoap gets it.
Exes can never be friends. I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you. That might sound devastating to some people.
Yeah,
no.
There's that fucking awkwardness of the fucking
Once
ex.
there's eject, you don't eject back.
There's a reason why they're an ex for a reason, in other words.
Right.
Because I don't befriend exes.
Okay, so
I've always said if we're friends and we start dating and we break up, we're not friends anymore. Our friendship is over. Like, our friendship is legit over.
Now. Shit, this has been done with the time.
Oh yeah, I'm done with that. Like,
shit.
Like, I'm done, bro. I'm done with that shit. Like, yeah, like, I don't care. Like, no. If we were dating, if we were friends before we dated, and we become romantically involved, and we break up, we nothing no more. We nothing. We nothing.
That shit.
Nothing.
You can't see it. This is mirage, bitch.
For real, like we are nothing. We are what we were before we even met. We never met. Like I'd banish you off the face of this earth, basically. Matter of fact, you're not allowed to, if you see me walking down the street, I'm gonna need you to walk the other way. Don't even breathe in my breathing space. You're not allowed to breathe the same air as me for the most part. That's how I look at my exes. But the sad part about that is I don't have any exes.
By, and the tears are in my eyes.
My sister was singing that today. My sister was singing that the other day. I was cracking up at her. I was like, "You're an ass for that."
Thank you.
My sister was singing that to me the other day.
Well, you got back with your ex, that's for damn sure.
I didn't get back with the ex.
Never.
You got kidnapped by it.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's that. But the sad part about that is we didn't break up on bad terms, though. I've actually never had a bad breakup.
What was the sad part about that shit, man?
Huh?
Yeah, what was the sad part about that shit?
What, the breakup?
Come on now. Yeah.
The sad part about the breakup
She kept on buying me expensive shit and she wasn't listening.
Damn.
So I broke up with her ass.
You better watch that Ronnie boy.
That's something that you
I
find
broke up with her
funny.
because she kept buying me expensive shit.
Something that I find funny.
I'm an asshole. There's a special place in hell for me. I wonder if I get to pet the Cerberus.
I was just way too
got
nice.
reservations.
I think I was just way too nice, like in the past, so that if there were ever to, and another thing is like I learned what like trust really was. So it's like you can't go back to a non-trusting relationship.
That's what the red pill does to you, man.
Yeah.
It does.
For me,
even during my initiation into like being kind of red pilled, like I was so nervous. Like I was like, what are people gonna think about me? This and that. And it was like kind of like being blue pilled almost because it's like when in that process I had like so many questions, and then like even though it's not over, it's like I realized that everything is put in a certain, or every thought that I have is put in a certain place for a reason, just to be like keep me on my toes and keep me like constantly growing. And I could never go back into that situation where I didn't know. And that's kind of like what a relationship is in like the honeymoon phase. You're just like, oh, I'm just way too busy to question anything. I'm way too busy, doing my thing, getting what I want out of the relationship. It's hard to do that. It would be hard to do that again.
For me,
because
like I'm always
looking
for something to go cat fornicated sideways. Because I know, because it's like I'm trained to look for it at this point. And like, okay, shit's going too well. When's it gonna go cat fornicated sideways? When's it gonna go downhill?
Yeah, because there's a cycle.
I know there's a cycle. Yeah, exactly. I studied the cycle. And it's like when things are going great, something's gonna get fucked up soon.
Gonna get fucked up.
And I want to be able to
someone.
And I want to be able to perform enough damage control as to where I can just basically control how cat fornicated sideways it's gonna go.
That's Youngster.
I'm gonna make Garuda Ghost also a mod too if he's still in here.
Garuda Ghost, man, what up?
Alive.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna get me some sleep. I'm gonna do my outro early. Hey, look, I gotta be on the road early.
Sure, you don't have to.
You know you don't have to.
you know you don't have to do it. You know you have to do it.
Yeah, I know Yam will do it, but I figure I'll do my outro. This is MiGTOW on the win. If something's going too dang going good, wait, just wait a little bit. Don't do nothing. Just wait. Cause something's gonna go sideways. Yam, I know you're trying to hide and you're trying to run. Come on, get back in here.
No, he's still in here. That's not Yam that fell out. That was Double I that fell out.
Oh, Double I, you gonna get it too. I ain't got my glasses on. Here you are, Double I. Hey, Double I.
See you, buddy.
See ya.
Take your eye drops. Yeah. Don't forget to take your eye drops. Like to make sure all 4 eyes. You know.
Thank you. I that's very good advice, MiGTOW win. Thank you.
Psychesoap. Don't forget to keep making that soap for the mind. You also don't forget the mind. Don't forget the dish rag. Don't forget to use the dish rag.
I'll get a mind rag too.
Oh goodness gracious, mind rag.
Do rag.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, do rag too.
Yay! I got 4 downloads.
Yep. Don't forget. And make sure you water your roots. Keep your roots well hydrated and in the soil when you sleep, because otherwise you'll just dry up the sun. Make sure your leaves are above the ground and well maintained. Keep them bugs off of you. We don't want the locust plague. When a farmer comes to harvest you, he's always going to plant one yam in the ground.
Always gotta stay rooted.
Tico,
gotta stay rooted. Thank you.
Make sure you keep the wheels on the rails.
No, I know what he means, though.
The diesel fuel in the tank. Make sure and don't let nobody hijack you. If they try to hijack you, run them under the train.
Yep.
This is MiGTOW to win. Oh, and you know what? Fuck, I'll do them. I'll do myself as well since I did everybody else.
Oh, good lord.
Make sure you stay that motherfucking L5 tornado that you see on the horizon. Those may not be trees. They might be actually people trying to run to escape to get to the storm shelters. Fuck them as well. Fuck their house and their property.
It is, man.
And fuck them. Fuck their house. Their insurance will take care of it. This is MiGTOW to win. Signing off.
True story.
Nice.
See you, buddy.
We're still gonna do your outro without you either way.
He's gonna be the next Bill Gates.
Man, stop. No.
Win will be the next Bill Gates.
I wouldn't say the next Bill Gates, but he'll be up there somewhere.
He'll be up there. We really calling it?
No, are we calling it? I don't know. Like, we still got more shit to talk about.
Are we calling?
No, y'all ain't calling shit. What's wrong with y'all?
All right, so I gotta ask you.
So apparently, Psychesoap's holding us hostage now.
Damn it! Come on now. We're even near there, man.
Like Double I, are you still in that? Are you still in that section, or did you drop out?
I dropped out, brother.
Okay, because I haven't been in the place where the game is, so I'm just asking.
I had to go outside to the garage. Look at this. I got my shit on and everything. Look at this. Double I is in the house, nigga.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Feel like you're about to go rob a place.
Double I.
You know it's bad when the world's going bad when Indians gotta rob something.
Oh shit!
This might flip, rob the shit and hold something up.
That's what I feel like, brother.
Hold something up.
Shit, man. Oh, all these motherfuckers out here in the middle of the street.
Mm-hmm.
Double I's gotta get this shit going, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Oh goodness gracious! I think I might have to cross the border to see this shit.
You should. You really should.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, his sound fell out, so I can't let him back in until he fixes the sound.
Shit gets real in the field.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I think I'll be in Southern California probably sometime the end of next month, middle of next month.
Y'all check this out. Another picture.
Oh man.
That was me when I was little. With a much.
That's your mom, or is that some random woman?
That's an older woman.
Vinyl on.
Oh, good lord.
Is that better?
He didn't put the vinyl on.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
I was going to use a line hack.
Going, boys. Got that sound going.
All he needs is a Latin accent, it'd be even funnier.
No es carandudas.
Oh goodness gracious!
No. Double-eyed fresh new member of MS-13.
Right?
Right? Yeah. Just rocking the sound set, ain't he?
Mm-hmm.
So that was the only face mask they had inside of the Walmart, and I had to buy it. I don't want to get that Rona.
Whoa!
I got a ski mask.
You got the ski mask.
Yeah, I got a ski
Man,
mask.
it's gonna get
No, I got this.
Summertime.
It works.
Oh
It works.
shit!
I guess they said it works.
I guess it works, and then he fell out.
Right,
Yeah,
it works and it fell out,
like-
right? I guess it works.
At least he left us a silver toilet. Fuck it, man. Look at that thing, man.
Oh my goodness, here he goes. He's back.
Man, oh man, this sound. They got to fix this application with the PDAs.
Well,
And cell
it's
phones,
not
I'm telling you.
it's basically in beta form, so like they'll eventually get around to it whenever they think it important. However, if you have a laptop or a computer, you're more stable for the most part.
I gave mine away.
Yeah, I know.
So what's on the agenda, gentlemen? Gentlemen.
I'm actually not sure. What is on the agenda, gentlemen?
We're in
Psychesoap
here.
wants to keep it going.
We're
So what do you got,
Yeah.
Psychesoap? What do you got for us, brother?
Make no mistake.
Talk to me.
We're all
Talk
under
to
a
me.
microscope. Come on, right now today.
Yeah,
Don't
we are
act
being-
surprised. They're looking
Yeah.
at us now.
Right now?
Yeah.
we're
Where's the
being
microscope?
now. Look at
Who,
this
who's
shit.
watching me?
Goofy shit.
I always feel
You got the controlled opposition.
somebody's watching me.
Right?
Yeah, lonely. Here's a picture. Here's a picture of a that was at camp. This is the same. This is the same
Time
camp.
at band camp?
Yeah.
Oh
It's time
no.
to bang camp?
This is the same camp, lonely. This is the same camp that I was at, and it's the same concert too. It's another girl.
Yeah, I'm
Thinking
getting
about
girls.
taking a
Really?
Humvee
Yeah, I
out.
got a little afro. I remember, I used to love, dude. I got to get the afro going again. I've been doing the high and tight because it's more popular. But I gotta get my little fro going again. Maybe when the barbershop opens, I might have to go.
You have to travel to another city to go to a barbershop like Tico.
Exactly.
Tico always ties over.
Once I get traveling, I gotta figure out. Like maybe we could exchange maps because like once I start traveling, I gotta have a place to go.
Yeah, definitely. Hell, I have a place in Toronto. I have a place in Pittsburgh. I have a place in India. I have a place in Mexico. I have a place in Jamaica. I have a place in Costa Rica, and also have a place in Albania to get my hair cut. I also have a place in Portugal, in Spain, and also have a place in China to get my hair cut also.
Are they all black people? Are they all like black people who cut your hair?
No, not all black people cut my hair. No, there's some
You
that
forgot
carry-
one.
What?
Nepal.
Well, Nepal, that's a given. It's like I
Nepalese
can find
barber?
somebody in Nepal to cut my hair. Usually it's out in the middle of nowhere, but they cut my hair. Like, nigga, this is kind of remote. But hey,
Nepal's
I guess
my
I'm going to
favorite.
I guess I'm going to meditate while I'm getting my hair cut, I guess. Like,
Yep. High elevation.
yeah, but like, that's a given in Nepal, especially in Sri Lanka. Like, I can find somebody to cut my hair in Sri Lanka. Yeah, but I can find somebody to cut my hair in Israel, and I can find somebody to cut my hair in Pakistan and too.
He's got the singing tune now. Yeah, he's ready to go on a concert.
Somebody throw me.
No, we're not gonna have another concert like the other day. Don't worry about it.
Dude, that was a full set list.
That was a one-time deal.
Whoever got paid for
Never
that.
gonna happen again.
Not again, man.
Man, that's the moon and
It
the
was like
stars.
Hey,
and the
I'm
sun
sorry,
all lined
Lonely
up
in the
the
sport, but you
correct
always got to
way.
have a place to get your hair cut and lined up properly. You can't be going anywhere
Yeah.
to get your hair cut. That's your
Especially
love,
not
that's
a
your respect,
morgue.
especially if you're a black person or a Latino. You want your hair lined up properly. You don't want it all fucked up.
Definitely.
The Barbershop 3, the international
clean
right?
cut
Barbershop
lines.
3 international, the international cut.
Sweet clean cut
This
lines.
is a good one. Can you here back to this one? Can you burn bridges and be sheltered at the same time? Might be too like loaded of a question, but
You can't really. If you're sheltered, how are you burning bridges?
You're gonna have to explain that one a
literally,
little bit more.
figuratively, what?
Like, how are you burning? If you're technically sheltered, you can't really burn a bridge.
Sheltered are the people who literally set bridges on fire. But yeah, that's not part of what I was asking. I was asking like figuratively, can you ghost and still be sheltered? Because I think that part of leaving the shelter life is striking out on your own and forming your own ideas.
You can't be. Well, in a sense, you can be, but you can't be. If you have a sheltered life, 9 times out of 10, you probably didn't learn how to live off the land for the most part, because you pretty much been
you're talking about just being like a self-sufficient like human being in general. Like I think that means most people are sheltered.
What did you think?
Like,
what did you mean by
I
sheltered?
thought you just meant by being sheltered is like having a helicopter parent or just like
that's
not
what I'm talking
traveling
about.
as much or something.
Yeah,
or
you're being overcoddled and overprotected. That's the same damn thing.
Yeah.
If you're being overcoddled and overprotected, you haven't learned to live off the land by yourself. You got other people doing it for you, pretty much feeding you hand and mouth for the most part.
They know what time your dinner is going to be. They know what it's going to be. They're making
for the most part. It's basically like prison. 3 hots in a cot. But like, if you
3 hots in a cot. Yep. And a clean shave.
So you pretty. But the sad part about that is if you're actually going to live off the grid, or you're going to have to if you're going to live, you have to actually learn those skills for the most part. You can't have somebody it's basically like how they say you shouldn't feed the wildlife, because they'll be getting used to being fed, and they won't be able to do it for themselves. It's typically the same thing when it comes to humans. If you can't do it yourself, then you're used to everybody doing it for you. It'd be like if you were to take a woman, a privileged woman, and smack her on the island some damn where, and she had to go forage her own food.
Yeah.
It's probably not going to pan out too well.
I tried. There's probably going to be a lot of lawsuits. College, and I got a rude awakening because I was like, wait, I don't know how to. I just told everybody to fuck off, and I can't take care of myself. This isn't working. So,
yeah, literally.
So
you can't really tell the fans that feed you to fuck off unless you're actually providing for yourself.
Yeah, I was like, how do I? Because like all I know how to do is like I can cook for myself, but I can't like get myself on a set schedule of eating. So I was like, this was really shitty. Like ghosting just wasn't the right step for me, because I hadn't learned the previous steps.
Well, the thing about the set schedule is nothing more than a construct.
So you it was good enough for me, but it just wasn't. I just wasn't confident enough.
That's the thing. Was it good enough for you?
Yeah, it was.
That's all that fucking matters then, because the thing about Native Americans that a lot of people didn't understand is, especially Europeans, they ate when they felt hungry. They didn't just sit down and just eat and gorge yourselves for the most part. So they ate. They ate when it was necessary and when they were hungry. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They might have killed the buffalo that day, but they might not eat their buffalo till the evening or the afternoon or the night for the most part.
Yeah, because but then that goes along with like my line of thinking, because it was like when I graduated, I was like, I didn't want to do anything crazy. I just wanted to go back to just do what I was doing in school, but just on my own and not around a bunch of other people.
I mean, you can do
like
that.
the way that the system kind of like the way that the system responded to me was just to, I don't know, like to make me feel like I was doing something like very wrong by not saving people and just like doing amazing stuff, but just sticking with my job that I had. And it was just so strange because I had nobody else to really help me through stuff. I just had like my friends, my peers, and they don't have any like higher knowledge unless they were like woke. And what was weird is just that like I felt like I was doing things by myself, and I had developed a cool system, like a system that worked for me. But like at the same time, I didn't feel like I had because I was trying to bring the people around me up to my level, but there was nothing propelling me forward. So I was just like, I don't have to be here elevating these people up. I can leave and grow more. By leaving, I'll actually grow more.
Yeah,
and that's like why I instinctually had to like pick up and leave. And I felt like if the longer that I stayed, the more I was going to be trapped by like the stuff that I had, the things that the lifestyle that I had lived, like the elevating people, like they were going to start abusing my openness and abusing my like willing to help them and listen to them and stuff. And as much as I hated that, I felt this was a good way. Like, I respect you. I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna let you grow, and then I'm gonna go do my own thing. And I thought like, even though I moved into a situation where things are more controlled. It's like going into the military where you have more structure, but it's better for you in the long run. Like, you can't necessarily say that that's a bad part of it. There's other bad parts of the military that like make you more blue pilled. But it's kind of, you take the good with the bad, and then you work to find something that works for you, even though it might lead to you having a more controlled environment. Like, not everybody can survive on their own. Not everybody, so you shouldn't force somebody to survive on their own. You should bring them out to the wilderness, teach them everything you know, and then just be like, this is what I know, son. I've taught you everything I know. That would be more constructive than to just be like, you're too sheltered. You never met a dead animal. You never met a deadly animal. So you're like, shame on you. Like, that just doesn't make sense. It's kind of like retaliating against a younger person, which I think that it is you kind of see it happening a lot now lately, because millennials don't have the skill set to actually sustain themselves, which is like, is that the fault of the millennials, or is it the fault of the parents who raised them, or is it the fault of the system? It's kind of like, goes back to that blue pill, red pill, black pill response again. It's like, there's not, the blue pill people are going to say that it's the millennials' fault. The red pill people are going to be like, your father should have taught you this. And then black pill people are in a different category, and they say like, they take a huge step back and observe. Like, they're even more hesitant to say anything. Like, they just want to take in as much information as possible about the situation, because they know anything that they say or anything that how they react is going to affect the situation, and they don't want to affect it. Like, they want to, because that's the butterfly effect. Like, one little thing that you do, if you give it to somebody, like, that's going to make huge ripples in the fabric of reality. Like, things that you
not
wouldn't even realize.
Not necessarily, because they really don't step back. They basically talk about the shit that we basically said they talk about. So they're technically not stepping back.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So no, you're not, because if you're actually stepping back, if you're actually talking about the light black pillars, they actually do.
Yeah,
step back. The nihilistic ones, they don't step back. The
nihilistic ones, they're like, because nihilism removes value, it contracts value from your life. It makes you like more invasive into other people's lives. Like, you just want to go in and say,
you turn like a woman.
Analyze
a woman. What are you doing?
Yeah,
why are you doing that? Like, if you start working with a woman your first day on a job, like, are you in a relationship? How old are you? Where do you come from? All this stuff. They ask you all these millions and millions. Do you have children? They're basically like the women of the manager.
All with it, all off into your shit. Like,
yeah.
Like, nigga, I'm gonna need you to chill out. I don't know you like that. Fuck out of here with this bullshit.
How much money you got? What kind of place do you live in? What kind of car do you drive?
What kind of car? Yeah,
what kind of clothes you buy? What else you got, Dave? What colors you rocking? Look at that.
Yeah, what colors you rock? I like it. Yeah.
All right.
Tell Mango Chuck she need to get her ass in his live stream.
Get her ass live stream.
Tico says you need to get on the live stream.
I didn't say it like that to her ass.
Get your ass on the live stream.
All right. I'm gonna get some eat. I'm gonna get some eating on. I got my set schedule, so you know how it is. So I'm gonna do my outro. So this is Bear and Yam. By being selfish, I am fulfilled.
Yeah, I got some money to make, man.
And Roni in the name of. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh god, you're
take care, everybody. Yeah, be good. And Psychesoap.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss you, boy.
Yeah. That damn Roni boy.
That Roni boy.
Double I. I'll see you later, Tico.
All right, brother.
When we got forum tomorrow.
No, not forum. That's Thursday.
Thursday, and then Friday is with Duzang. Saturday table flip. Sunday True Sherm.
True Sherm, yeah.
All right, guys. If you guys want to see that, you better subscribe. Yeah, you
breaks
better
on Mondays and
subscribe,
Wednesdays.
Yeah, I'm basically starting my 8 hours a day on Monday of next week, so we'll work something out. Yeah, it's pretty much after 3. I'll be good on those days. So, well, everybody in the chat, thank you for watching.
He became like a manager in like 10
hours. Yeah, less than 10 hours and shit. I'm looking forward to that stream too, Guru, to go. So we'll probably do it in the morning or early afternoon for the most part, I guess, because you actually got to respect your time because I'm always up any damn way, so I can do it anytime.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm definitely on. I'm definitely down for it. All right.
Peace out. Peace out. Be good.
See you, man.
Peace out.
Yeah.
See you on GTA.
Oh goodness, we're gonna end the stream because it went long enough. We officially hit over the 2-hour mark.
Well, I mean, the host left, so I mean, we might as well.
Yeah, I know, right?
Shit.
The host left.
I feel abandoned.
Troy the Man in the house. Hey, Troy the Man, I sent you a link to join the live stream on Discord. I think it was. No, I sent it to you in email, but you can join the next one on Thursday if you want. There'll be one on Thursday. I'll send you another link for that, or I'll send it in Discord. Either way. Hold on, no, I don't got you as a friend on Discord anymore because I lost my old account. But I'll send it via email then. But yeah, that's gonna be it. I guess everybody do their outros. Hey, Troy the Man. That means somebody loved me. 5 dislikes. That means somebody loves me.
Get him in here.
So before I head out, I wanted to ask you, Psychesoap, how's things going up there in the Dakotas?
We all here.
We all here.
Yeah. Survival is surviving.
We all here.
Yeah. Make no mistake.
I got your email already, man. I sent it to you already. I sent you a link. I sent you a link to get in. I already sent it. I already got your email, man. Sorry about that, Psychesoap. Go ahead.
No, that's cool. That goes for all of us, though. Shit.
Yeah.
Let's stop being sick. Make no mistake. They're all looking at us, fam. Look, come on, man. The ones that, really had it together way before any of this bullshit was happening.
Yeah.
Let's say, man. Aren't y'all better off? And when you look around and you're like,
what the hell are they doing? Why are they doing that? What the fuck is their main malfunction?
What are you gonna gain?
Yeah. I mean, you could sell the shit. You could sell the shit, I guess, but at the same time,
here's the question, right?
Gain you and yours. I can answer that question right now.
If you're after subscribers, if you're after likes, that sort of thing. Okay, say you put out a video today and you get 50 million likes. All right, 50 million people liked what you did.
That happens. That'd be amazing. I've never seen that under a video ever.
So what though? So
people call it viral.
What does it matter?
Yeah.
It's one moment. Move on. What's your next moment? What's your next step? What's your next challenge?
You can't live in that. I mean, you can live in the moment while you're in the moment, but you still got to make your next steps for all intents and purposes.
Precisely.
Better not be crawling around. That's for damn sure.
You crawl, you get the Roni.
No, even worse than the Roni. You get stagnation. Before the damn Roni.
Hey,
y'all kinds
you
of
get
fucked
the Roni.
up. Yeah, man.
Then you get the Roni.
Yeah, and that makes it worse. You know what I'm saying? Because you're in it.
Then you're done.
Ain't that nothing. We all here, man. This is some fucked up shit. But it's great too to see it all at the same time and unfolding right in front of you. You know, people can be influenced that easily by the media.
It opens your eyes to the people around you, their thought process, their thinking, you know, like what are they thinking, that sort of thing. And also shows you the people that are in charge, if they do a good job or not, if they're, you know, actually performing the way they're supposed to, and so on and so forth.
No shit.
This, you know, what I say is, yes, you're stuck in a house through all of this, like most of us, or, you know, having to go into work through this. Look around, observe, see what's going on in the time of crisis. So when this crisis is gone, you can see how those people took off their masks and show their true faces in the fear, and then put those masks right back on and continued with society.
True story.
Deep, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I just want to thanks Tico Tren for making me that wrench, bro.
Anytime, bro. Anytime.
What you were talking about with that mask business, you know, I'm having the time of my life during these last 2 weeks. It's the best bloody holiday I've ever had.
True story. I got a passport.
Oh,
I got a passport full of stamps. I got a passport full of stamps. I'm definitely having fun.
Here's the thing. Most of us red pill.
Holiday will be amazing.
Most of us red pillars, you know, are happy being in monk mode anyway. So self-isolation is like a gift.
What's wrong with y'all? Y'all can't accept that gift? What is wrong with you people?
I'm just saying, man.
And that's
Learn something. Read a fucking book
right now, while it is all going down.
Do something productive for this tour, you know, damn time.
Definitely learn something. Learn some new skills. Learn to whittle or something. Shit.
Raise some chicken.
Fry some chicken, right? I hate chicken, but fry some chicken, yes.
I said raise some chickens, but yeah, fry those chickens. That's right.
Yeah.
Something, damn it. Shit. Something.
Or some skills. Damn, do something.
Come on, just something. Motherfucker look at you and he look like something.
Take an inventory of the food that you have in your pantry. You know, calculate how many days you got left without going outside. That sort of thing. You know, like come up with your baselines. This is the time to do it. This is absolutely the time to come up with your baselines, to come up with your, you know, what's going to happen in the rest of your future.
Well, listen, man, they ain't trying to do all that math. They're not trying to do that type of math. Come on. Ain't nobody got time for that, as they would say. See?
Yeah, but we're not them.
Yeah.
You damn right.
It's kind of sad how people walk around so boldly up until they hit a crisis, and it's like, oh well, I got to do this, I got to get this, I got to do this. I'm not ready for this. And the sad part
about damn right.
It's funny how you find out at the last minute how prepared people are, and that sucks.
Damn right.
Well, are you guys preppers?
No.
I've been prepping, but I'm not a prepper. But I've always been ready for shit to happen, fall out for the most part.
Yeah. You just got to be ready. You can't. Survivors are, you know, prepping is one thing. So you could prepare for certain types of things like hurricanes. You could prepare for earthquakes, things like that, right? Even a pandemic you could prepare for. So as you know, as I've said before in a previous stream, the shit that's happening right now, if you look at any company's, you know, disaster recovery manual, there's shit in there that they knew, you know, way back when we were in Y2K times. So I'm not even surprised that some people are still functioning. Like take for instance larger corporations and banks and stuff like that. They have offices
on autopilot, you know.
Oh yeah, no, not on autopilot. They got offices on the ready. So essentially, you know how hardened facilities work?
Yeah.
So basically, you have a data center, and a data center most likely will have a hardened facility within or underground or nearby or something like that. What a hardened facility does is it gives you desks It gives you chairs. It gives you conference rooms. It'll give you a kitchen, and it'll also give you sleeping quarters and showers for your employees, so they don't have to leave.
Mm-hmm.
It also houses their family and that sort of thing. So larger corporations like your Verizons and things like that, their upper echelon employees are going into these data centers and into their disaster recovery declaration locations. That's what they do. So once a disaster is declared, a company will say, okay, we're declaring a disaster. X amount of our offices have been lost. We can't function. We need this, this, and this. Well, the disaster recovery company says, okay, we have a facility right near you. All you have to do is put your employees on this train or this bus or this, whatever, or have them come here if they can. And they have backup solutions for each one of those modes of transportation. So if something's not available, they have something else, leading to a helicopter if need be. And yes, I've also seen that on these declarations. So once this declaration is done and the employees are at the location, they function as they normally would. They live there as they normally would. Their families are even invited in. Sometimes they even do a roster to find out how many people you have in your family well before a disaster is declared by a company.
Yeah, I used to work for a hospital. I used to do that. Like it was called Tampa General. And
I lost my sound.
You're fine. I hear you. But the thing about the disaster is like they would tell you, because I was on disaster team 1, and that means if a hurricane or something happened in Florida, my family would be invited, and I would be on call from the time the disaster started till the time it ended, no matter what. And that was the neat thing about it. So like my family would be put up in a hospital into one of the rooms where like I ain't got to worry about them, and I can still do my job and stuff like that, and they'll be safe.
Yeah.
When I used to work at that hospital, and I used to like it because I was on disaster team 1. But if you're on disaster team 2 or disaster team B, you basically got paid when you worked. And if you work it, you get paid. And like your family wasn't protected like the rest of them for the most part. Like if you were on disaster team 1.
Man,
I don't know how much of that you guys
what
got.
What kind of
I
insurance is that called?
What do you mean?
What kind of insurance is that called?
It's not insurance. That's your valued employees.
No, it's not insurance. It's a contract.
Yeah, it's basically your valued employees are all put up in their.
No. It's not your valued employees. No. Make no mistake. It's the continuity of your business.
Essential service.
It's the continuity of your business. Yes,
well, no, because the sad part about that, even though I was on disaster team 1, I wouldn't be one of the upper echelon employees. But because I was on disaster team 1, that actually put me into that for the most part. But I was like, I was an essential employee, but I wasn't an important employee for the most part. Like they could pretty much replace me with that. A can of paint.
That's when the essential employees become elevated.
Yeah.
They basically need some people that they can have on roster that are
reliable.
How can I say this? Disposable.
Yeah.
Like on Star Trek.
Yeah.
The guy that was never named.
Because at the time when I was actually on this roster, I actually had a lower position. So it was one of them positions where it's like, it's not like your lab tech or anything like that. Basically, I was like a phlebotomist at the time when I was working at the hospital, but I was able to be put up because I was on disaster team 1. But after I graduated from school, I was able to. I didn't work there anymore, but I would have got a better. I'd have got a better I would have got a better deal either way. But it's one of them things where it's like, well, either way, I got a better deal.
Better standing. Either way.
Yeah. I paid more money and a better standing either way. Yeah, but it's one of those things where it's pretty much like what Nick Bates said. It's pretty much an umbrella. It's an umbrella. To pretty much catch everybody who's a necessity to them or who's value to them.
Fuck it. Put your flavor on it. Shit. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Come on, fellas. I agree with that.
Yeah, true.
Yep.
Look.
Treat it like boxing. Stick and move.
Yeah. Stack and move while you're at it. Protect your damn neck. Protect your damn neck.
Yeah.
Give me back. You better write that, Rowdy.
We're gonna pretty much call it because
Yeah.
So everybody want to do their outros?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Better watch that, Ron.
You're simple as hell. Simple as hell. How did I know that shit was coming?
I mean, come on.
I knew that shit was coming.
It's
I knew that shit was coming.
You know it's coming.
It had
Yeah,
to be.
no.
You know it's coming. It's like the Roni.
What the fuck?
It's just a mile away.
Oh, he already left us. Shit.
6 feet in distance. The Roni is only 6 feet away.
Yeah. But do your outros, y'all simpletons.
I'm going first this time, motherfucker. You went first last time. No, you're going to have to wait for mine now.
Oh, damn. Damn. Wait. Go ahead, Double I.
So during the time of the Roni, go home, be isolated, and be one with your own mind. Meditate, as we discussed earlier on in this stream. Meditate the way that will help you clear your mind and help you see the future that you want to live, the one that makes you happy. Be happy, men. Move on. Go. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening.
Manny said I showed up late to the party. Super late to the party.
Man, you're always late to the party. Get on GTA, motherfucker.
Hey, at least you showed up. That's all that matters. You showed up.
Yeah, he did. Proud of you, bro.
No, he's here.
He was at work. He's a hard worker. Shout out to Manny. Working hard, brother.
Yeah.
And so is Nikki Bate.
Definitely. Go ahead, I was about to call you True Sherm. Damn. Go ahead, damn Psychesoap.
Damn Psyche. I don't know.
I
don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it went over there.
I don't know. Yeah.
See y'all later. That's all. But come on, man. Really? Can't say that? We can say that now.
Say what? No bringing up names.
See you later.
No bringing up names and disrespect. Oh, goodness gracious. And I guess that's it since he doesn't have really very much of an outro. Y'all guys have a blessed day. If it's nighttime where you are, good night. If it's evening, good evening. If it's afternoon, good afternoon. If it's morning, good morning to all you guys. Be blessed, stay safe, and don't get caught up in the bullshit, basically. Just try to avoid it as much as humanly possible. It is what it is. See y'all later.
This is MiGTOW in the wind. I'm driving down 95. Got Milo sitting here next to me. You stay away from women. It's a very bad idea. I'll see you on the next one. Is that a fucking Penske truck, motherfucker?
Y'all have a good one. Simple as L double I.
All right, gentlemen.
All right, bye.